And we're live.
So my max is 15 inches.
That's pretty good. Pretty good.
I mean, 15
I
inches
could
is
not.
definitely better than pretty good.
Yeah, I could
15
not.
15 inches is like 4 times the average.
That is too much. Too much.
And I mean, 15 inches and you still get told what to do?
So I have an introduction question for everybody.
You gotta swing that thing around a little more, man.
Just to get, we need to get to know each other a little bit more on the stream and on the videos that we do. So just a personal question: what is your favorite genre of music, and what do you think your character's favorite genre of music? We can go ahead and start with Craven.
I don't know. I know what I don't like. I don't listen to like any rap, unless it's like the '90s rap with
right, the stuff you can get jiggy to.
Not that anymore. Kind of lost it for me.
Gotcha.
Probably classic rock.
Right, Aerosmith.
My character
would
be between classic rock and heavy metal.
I think Malcolm listens to a lot of like Leonard Skinner and Creedence.
Oh no, I was thinking Rammstein.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
more of a new metal kind of vibe. Gotcha.
I don't think Rammstein counts as new metal, man.
Oh yeah, I guess that's true.
It's pretty old.
Yeah.
But also, I'm kind of with.
You're thinking that you're still 20, and you're not.
Yeah, I'm not.
That's mean. Also fair.
Only one of us in this channel is still 26 and has been for almost 20 years.
Yeah, but that painting upstairs is getting really dangerous, isn't it? Archon, what music do you like listening to, and what do you think Redicus's favorite is?
I have a 3-hour commute, so I've listened to just about everything, although I still prefer rock. I'd have to say that Redicus is probably like an oldies kind of guy, like 50s pop kind of guy.
A lot of Elvis.
They had pop in the 50s?
That's what they refer to, the kind of like upbeat music that they have. And like, if you've ever heard Fallout's radio, that's kind of what they're referring to when they say 50s pop.
Atom bomb baby.
Yep, that kind of stuff. He's not quite all the way to classical, but
so it's like on a level of boring, it's right before elevator music.
I mean, that's your ladder there.
Mm-hmm.
I think I don't know what Kizik's favorite music is, but I think we know that Thomas's is polka, right?
He needs polka to make sure that he can focus in and do a nice body dissection. But when he's not listening to polka, he does like takes his wife to operas, like they live that opulent, basteful life. He likes himself a good Queen of the Night aria.
Wow, the opera, okay.
Also, my favorite music is 1930s jazz. I'm a alien inside a robot's body, masquerading as a human being.
I dig that old jazz too. I also like blues a lot. But yeah, jazz. I get into like the math of music sometimes, and jazz is just crazy. It's a lot of fun.
We need to talk more about the math of music later.
Oh yeah, I've got some metal bands that are just math metal.
Don't do it. He's gonna destroy you.
Oh yeah, no, I know nothing about it.
You will never be the same.
I won't be able to listen to music the same.
Yeah.
I find this pedestrian.
So let's do it. He doesn't do that, but yeah, I want to watch.
Right. So last time, a White Court vampire, actually the White Court vampire, Lady Zadza, sent you guys to clear a murder scene of any evidence that pointed to her guards, the twins.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys found a wizard, Bert Jaka. He was found dead behind the Crossroads bookstore. And you guys did some investigation, and then you went and took a look at his house and found out that he was a necromancer that had started dabbling in a little dream magic. He ran into another wizard named Hex, who was investigating Jaka for necromancy, and you guys went through his necromantic lair and found his journal, which described Bert Jaka building a dream catcher and capturing what ended up being a gate guardian, a powerful creature of the dream worlds. And you broke into that dreamcatcher room, and you were confronted with this nightmare, and where you struggled with your greatest fears. And you guys destroyed the Gate Guardian. And after that, you guys saved your goblin friend Hopper from devout cultists. But during their death throes, the cultists called on their lord, saying that they found worthy opponents for a fight. And a strange otherworldly voice from the dying cultist said, "I'll be there soon." So yeah, do you guys remember anything else? Did I leave anything out?
Lady Zaza owes us a favor.
Lady Zaza owes you. Yeah.
I'm
Well, we're
sure
gonna-
she's going to do us a big favor.
We're going to start today's episode a few days following the events of episode 9. And this is night time, about 1 a.m, and our giant Raven cameras flying over the city, watching pedestrians and traffic on the highway. And the Raven approaches a familiar looking Rumpo van. You guys are cruising down the street, headed to what is shaping up to be an all-nighter. It started with a report of missing teeth. A whopping 45 people in the area around Midtown woke up missing teeth that they weren't previously missing. Through research, you guys are sure that this is the work of a tooth fairy. Or really, the prehistoric tooth fairy. The primordial one that was very vicious and mean and did not leave nice coins for the teeth that they take. You managed to actually fatally trap one, and they're about the size of a Barbie doll. They've got pale skin and insect-like wings and lots of little legs. And you guys used the blood of that dead tooth fairy to make a blood compass again. And you're using that magic compass to drive through Midtown in the van, and you're tracking something that seems to be changing direction, like your target's moving. So let's go ahead and we'll get your Rumpo van out and just communicate amongst yourselves while I set this scene up. You guys, it's 1 a.m. You've been out all day tracking very creepy tooth fairies.
Which way is it going, guys?
The blood's got to do the little thing where it turns and points. Right now, it's kind of looking for it.
All right, I guess we'll just keep going.
You keep going straight.
I think we got a stale donut around here somewhere.
Yeah. Do you guys have all of your teeth?
I mean, yes, kind of. You know, I've been punched a few times. So that wasn't really what you meant, was it?
Yeah, no. Like, I'm using my tongue to count my teeth right now. It's pretty tough. You're supposed to have 32? No, I've got the insides. I've got 36. Extra numerary teeth. Those are kind of cool.
I had a buddy growing up with 2 sets of adult teeth, one in front of the other. He was like a shark.
I mean, the tooth fairy would love him.
Yeah, he said growing up his parents were mad every time he'd lose a tooth. So he had 2 sets of baby teeth too. It was weird. Anyway, it sounds like Thomas has the compass. So Thomas, give me a roll. Some sort of approach to use this compass, and let's see if we can't make this happen.
A little focus roll, watching the thing. Like I'm listening to Mithril as we're watching it. She's seeing, or he's seeing the magical side of it. I'm seeing the physical side of it. It's a killer roll to start off the night. I got a +7.
Oh, that's fantastic. So, very quickly, the compass stops pointing in random directions, and you guys pull into an alleyway and stop at the corner, and the compass is pointing directly at this creepy red van. On the side of the van, in spray paint, it says Mobile Dentist's Office.
I'm gonna kill the lights as we roll up to this van.
Fairy's in there.
I'm not gonna lie. I want to be on the motorcycle and just come roaring in. I'm not saying I'm gonna do that, but as soon as you see things that kill the lights, all I can think is Malcolm.
Lightning bolt as he jumps from the top of the van to the red van.
Yeah, where do you want to go with this?
I figured we'd get out the car and surround the van.
Okay. Let me get you guys your tokens for outside the van. Here's Victor.
How did we capture the other ferry?
Oh, that's a good question. How do you want to capture it? You captured it, but it was dead when you captured it.
Oh, so I don't know.
I hit it with lightning.
I don't know too much about it. So if it's dead, that's a very likely scenario.
Yeah, I hit it with lightning. Or my hammer. Whichever one seems like it would be the most overdone.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean,
like maybe it landed and was like going to ask us a question.
So the van, you guys are looking at it, and it's rocking like slowly side to side, like somebody's walking inside the back of the van.
Well, the Tooth Fairy didn't drive the van if it's Barbie doll sized, and it certainly isn't rocking it. Also, that wasn't what I thought.
They could have a thrall, and technically, I don't know if you've watched a lot of cartoons, but they could drive the van. You put, one on the brake and one on the other pedal.
Oh, you think it's a group of them?
Well, yeah, we already killed one, and there's still more. So
cool.
And it's probably like a swarm.
So, Renicus pulls 2 beer bottles that have like wicks sticking out the top out of the van and takes those with him.
It could just be a guy in there getting mobile dental work. We just know that there's a fairy that's going to take his tooth afterwards.
Yeah. When we open the back doors, I'll look before I throw this in there.
You mean S?
What if it is actually some innocent person? There's a
no one's actually innocent.
There's a non-zero chance that it's someone I don't want to set on fire. It's just not very likely.
So you hear the sound of like one of those pneumatic drills coming from inside the van, and then you hear like a lady screaming.
You see?
And the van starts rocking side to side very, really quickly, and it's just scream and this dental drill.
All right, Thomas, you grab the victim, and
I'm about to strike the van down. That sound is a no for me. I'm charging lightning up.
You're gonna kill the innocent person in the process.
I just said there's no such thing as innocent people.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone over the age of 5.
The rest of us are going to be team players. So,
Malcolm, where are you standing?
Probably. Right next to. Yeah, I'm with them.
Okay.
I even rode in the van.
Tell me what your next step is.
I'm gonna light one of these Molotovs, have it ready, and have my hand on the door handle ready to open it so that Thomas can get a good angle and go in there.
Yep. I'm 2 feet from the door. As soon as that door opens, I'm taking a step and sprinting in.
Good plan. Let's see if you guys can execute it. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna fuck this up for you guys because as soon as you open the door, about 80 of these things are gonna fly out. Now they're Barbie doll sized, and if you've ever seen Hellboy 2, I totally ripped it off. They are the Tooth Fairies. They've got 4 legs, like crab-like legs, and butterfly-looking insect wings, and these nasty jaws and little black beady eyes. And like I said, about 80 of them just start pouring out, and they're the dental drill sound that you guys heard. And as they take flight, it just gets louder, and they're swarming all around you guys. Yeah, now what do you want to do?
Throw some
Yeah,
Molotovs.
Yeah, I'd like to release my lightning, but in kind of like a instead of a direct bolt, I want to like, let's say you hold your hands out to your palm open to shoot it in a blast.
You want
But if you
to
do a
chain
fist,
it.
like yeah. No, I want to like AOE burst, like burning hands, except with lightning.
Okay. Would you hit your friends by doing this?
That depends. Are they in the way?
I would think so. They're being swarmed, and you're trying to hit the swarm.
I am doing my best to not hit my friends, but I understand that these things are dangerous.
So go ahead and give me your roll, and if you pour force into it, you're going to need to roll really, really high to miss your buddies. You can do this with flair, though, and I think that you could miss them pretty easily.
All right, I'll use flare. I'll say something like "Get down."
Yeah, that's good. Good call out there on the team.
Yeah. 8.
All right. So yeah, you blast like a dozen out of the air with this lightning bolt, and it definitely thins the herd a bit. You don't really scorch your buddies either, as this lightning crackles across the air. Yeah. Who do you want to go next?
Redicus.
Okay. I'm going to try to throw this Molotov at the at the edge. So I'm assuming this is. Well, actually, the first question should say: are there still any more of them coming out of the van? Because if that's the case, that's where the Molotov's going.
Okay, so I'll give you some information about the van. Yes, there's more inside, but what's worse is that the lights on the van have just cut on and the engine has started.
Ooh. Can I see the front of the van? Like, is there a wall between the back section of the van and the front of the van? Can I see that there's someone at the steering wheel?
There is someone at the steering wheel.
I'd like to throw the Molotov cocktail at that person.
Okay, like inside the van, but try to hit it against the back of his head,
Yes.
right?
Yep.
Okay, give me that roll.
And if
Seems like a focus kind of thing. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I usually use for that kind of attack. Okay. So that's a +5.
So there's no way for this guy to see this coming, but it smashes and fire blasts into the windshield from behind, and he gets just doused in flames. You did a good job. That was excellent. He starts screaming.
I would.
That's fair.
Who do you want to go next?
Thomas. I mean, I could be a dick and say the bad guys, but who would do that? What kind of
All the bad
monster
guys
would do
with
that?
Thomas with Thomas just standing there.
So, is there a lady inside the van? Did I see that as I took a step forward and got an 80 small two-thirds at me?
So since Redicus was looking at the front of the van, he didn't really see her. She's on the ground, like on the floor of the van. She's wrapped up in like a fetal position. It looks like she's got chunks just taken out of her flesh. Lots and lots of little bites.
Can I reach her without getting into the van?
I think that you would have to get halfway in. It would definitely take like a movement, right, to get into the van.
Yep. Is that my whole thing? I'm going to save the lady.
Oh yeah, it's cool. Okay. I I think you'd be able to get in and like, pick her up or make halfway through. You'd still be at the back of the van and you'd have her like in your arms.
Yep.
Does that make sense?
Forcefully ignoring these things flying. A Molotov flies like right past my head. I kind of look up and see that as I'm grabbing the lady, throwing her over my shoulder, and standing back up to turn around.
It's almost like you've got this angelic gift where you see like everything omnipresent style, and you're just dodging things, lucky, super lucky. But you've got this lady in your arms. She looks to be in her mid-30s. She's very, very small, petite woman with brown hair. And right now her eyes are shut really, really tight, and she's, not doing very well.
Can I start headed back towards the van, or is that all I get to do in a turn?
So I think you grabbing her in the van and pulling her out, you're at the back doors of the van still, but you've got her in your arms. Would you agree with that?
Yep.
That's a turn. Okay. Well, then I'm going to have the bad guys go. All right. So creepy van guy is going to open the door, and he is on fire, but he steps out. Oops, grabbed the wrong thing. Steps out of the van. He looks like a mad dentist. He's got like the dental medical scrubs on. He has way too many teeth. And he's currently on fire, but he kind of looks like that. He's got the same kind of expression on his face. And he gets out, and he's on fire, and he starts... Well, he stops, drops, and rolls. That's what he's going to do. He's going to put the fire out.
I don't think that works with a Molotov. I'm not going to tell him that. Actually, no, I'll tell him that. I'm like, that's not going to work. That's gasoline.
He's trying. All right, now my swarm. My swarm is going to attack each of you. I need you guys to oppose this. So I'm going to roll 3 times, and I'll tell you, I guess Craven's going to go first. Or no, Archon's going to go first. This is my attack on Archon. Not very good.
Can I ask a
It's only
question?
a 2. Yeah.
We talked about the new ability of me being able to put up a little bubble shield. Can I oppose it using that ability because it's a magical ability, or do I have to oppose it using like physical prowess or something?
So your magic, you can focus on using it. So just use your focus approach to say that you're doing a magic bubble.
Okay. So that's that. I would roll that, and that would be what they have to roll against. Is that,
Yes.
is that how that works?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, that's not going to be fantastic at all. Are there any of these special things I can do? Nope. Okay, so it's going to be a 3.
All right, so you beat it. Next up is Malcolm. Malcolm, you are going to take 4 at you.
Right. Oppose that with force.
Every time they land on you, they get shocked a little bit.
That is 8.
Excellent. Yeah, so
I'm just spinning my hammer like you see in with like the ninjas do with their ninja staffs, except that it's a hammer.
nice. Yeah, it's almost like a vortex.
Yes, that's what I'm going for.
Kizik, they got you with a 1.
I'm going to oppose that with focus, listening to Mithril holding the lady like this is my purpose right now. Angelic, like you're doing the thing to save the person.
Can he have a boost for being super close to me with my bubble?
He's kind of got his own bubble.
I got a 6.
He's got blessings. He's got all sorts of stuff.
So they don't even like attempt to go at him. Yeah, they're all getting kind of fucked up by the vortex hammer, and all of the electricity going through the air.
Radiant light is coming from my shoulders.
Ooh, I love it. Radiant light. Yeah. And you just hear the dentist guy screaming. because he's on fire. He doesn't like that at all. All right, so it's going to be top of the round, and I'm going to have Archon go.
Okay. I think we need to be moving out of the immediate vicinity of the burning and soon-to-be exploding van. There's a big swarm of these things between us and the other van, and I see Thomas is making a beeline for the van, so I'm going to try to clear him a path. I'm going to draw my pistol and start just like systematically shooting individuals of them. I know there's a shit ton of them, but I feel like that would be Reddick's most efficient way. Like, he's just calmly gunning them down like they're little pieces of skeet at a target range.
Yeah, that sounds like a focus roll.
Yes, almost all my stuff's focus.
I'm going to oppose it with my swiftness.
Okay.
And I'm very, very swift.
Okay. Are you plus 6?
I'm 6.
Oh, wait, yep 6. So what do I do?
Right. So this is it's just a push. So you're shooting at them. It seems like narratively, it seems like every one that you put down is just replaced very, very quickly with another one. It's like shooting wasps. You do put some down, but it's like they're replaced, and they don't really clear out of the way enough for your liking.
Okay.
Who do you want to go next?
Do I get to move any?
Yeah, you can get a movement.
Yeah, I want to move with wherever Thomas goes. I want to be like basically clearing the road for him. So I want to move with him, and I would like Thomas to go next so that we can facilitate that.
Yeah, I see you guys like shoulder to shoulder walking through this swarm of pale flying creatures.
Yeah.
I envision it more. I've got a person, some kind of crouched down, leaning over. So he is just shooting like left and right of my head, trying to clear the spots ahead of me.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to like run. He's keeping up like right over my shoulder, and I'm going to run as fast as I can all the way through these. Like, not even worried if they hit me. I'm going to forcefully just sprint through the swarm of things.
All right, they're going to try to oppose your movement. So go ahead and roll me that force roll for just running straight through them.
Got a 5.
Yeah, I'm going to take into account that you have an angelic bubble, and I don't get you. It would be a 1. So, yeah, you're going to make it to the van with your radiant bubble helping you get there. Just move the van a little bit. It's faced the other way. I need to get the art fixed. But
Yeah, I need to do the whole new art for that.
all right, you get to the van. Are you going to pop the doors open?
Pop the door, put the lady in, shut the door.
10-4. And Victor, your movement was keeping up with him, so you're going to be over here now. Thomas, who do you want to go next?
Mr. Malcolm.
He's modding his game. Malcolm?
I did not hear you say I could go. My bad. Let's see. I'm gonna rush the shark tooth guy.
I hear if you stomp on it, the fire will go out.
Yeah, he's kind of rolling around in the nasty dirt asphalt combination next to the van and the wall here. Between this building.
I'm gonna offer to help him.
With your feet?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna put the fire out with my hammer. That's a known anti-fire tool. I'm gonna make the pain go away. That is.
You say you can smother a fire. They don't say how to do it.
It is a 10. I'm aiming for his head.
All right, you smash it open like a watermelon. And some like ectoplasm stuff comes out when you do. And yeah, it looks like for all intents and purposes, you have killed this man.
Or he was a construct.
Or he was a construct. And as you think that, his head, even deflated, starts to kick and move. and out pops a huge tooth fairy. Shit, I deleted it.
I beat it.
It's massive. And it's going to try to grab you with its super grabby hands.
I'm definitely gonna oppose that.
That thing's definitely magical. That thing should not have fit in there.
Right? I don't want to be grabbed by that.
Well, I think you could oppose it.
It's huge. Is it actually that big?
Yeah, it's massive.
It's building size.
Yeah, it's stepped out of this dead person's body. That's now like a used condom on the ground. Just sad. Filled with goo. Used and dropped on the floor.
That's fantastic
That's
imagery, Mr. GM.
It's a
You're welcome.
11 to not deal with that.
An 11 to not deal with that. Okay, so he doesn't grab you, but it's fast, man. It's super fast. You're going to have to, like, up your game here. And you've got the swarm to deal with, and the swarm is taking tiny bites. So the swarm is going to go after Redicus and Thomas. Actually, this one's going to go after Malcolm, too. So Malcolm's going to get to deal with one of these little bitey assholes. I don't think it gets you with a 1. Yeah. And Redicus and Thomas. Also 1 for Redicus and less than 1 for Thomas. These things don't do shit when you've got massive bubbles of radiant light and magical bubble abilities. Where these tooth fairies think they're from? Not this neighborhood. This is y'all's neighborhood. It's top of the round. I'm going to say Kizik can go.
So I put the lady in, close the door, and in a blink of an eye, turn around, tap my chest, say, Mithril, grant me your strength, and my sword is now lit up. And I'm going to go like sing, 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 ninja style and get as many of these guys as soon as they come close to me. One gets cut in half.
I love it. I love this scene. Shing, 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 shing.
That's a +6.
These little bastards are pretty quick, though. But they don't manage to get more than 3. So, yeah, you slice and dice, and fluttering, iridescent butterfly wings fall to the ground, sans bodies.
You took my advice, didn't you? You've been playing Fruit Ninja.
Yeah, I can't wait to hit a bomb, though.
Redicus, throw me a bomb.
Has one in his hand, but I don't think that's what he really wants right now.
Do you want to go next?
Redicus.
So Thomas is doing an amazing job of keeping these things at bay. I imagine that my pistol magazine is running low or close to empty. I want to baseball slide underneath of Thomas's spinning thing to draw more of them into it, hopefully without getting myself cut to pieces. And then I want to climb up into the 50 cal gun turret.
Okay. So that's 2 moves. Doesn't sound like...
Well, I'm not attacking. So
Yeah.
I figured it would be a fair trade.
All right. You get in the 50 cal turret. And you're going to use a 50 cal turret to shoot swarms of, like, insects.
No, I'm going to use 50 cal turrets to shoot the big one.
Oh, that makes more sense.
Like something the size of a building just erupted from something. I didn't see where it came from because of where it's at, but that's why I was asking how big it is. I mean, that thing has got to be visible, like above all this rubble and shit.
100%. And let's go back for a second. So it comes out of this guy. The guy's body is just tossed to the side, and it like even kicks the van, and the van, slides into this building as it stomps, and then it screeches that nasty drill noise, but it's 300 decibels of just pain in your head. So yeah, Malcolm looks like he's about to tee off on this thing. Do you want him to go next?
I do want him to go to next, yes.
Yeah. So, does this thing appear to be male or female?
It doesn't have a gender.
So he can't mind meld with his balls.
Yeah, there's
Uh,
could you look at a bee and find that out?
No. So I'm going to do my best guess, and I'm going to hit it where it should have balls with the hammer as absolutely hard as I can.
It's going to try to oppose that.
He's gonna
I don't
make
blame
it.
it.
He's gonna make it rampage and then claim to have mind melded with it.
Yes. All right. It's 10.
Okay. My rolls are garbage tonight. All right, so you slam this thing in the crotch area. I guess, yeah, it's got a
It's got a
crotch.
thorax. That would be the. I think that's the thorax, right?
Yeah, thorax.
Lower thorax. Where all the legs are coming from. So even if it doesn't have balls, that's still a prominent joint area.
Yeah. All right, so you slam this thing, and it takes the damage. Not very well. It's I'm going to say that its carapace kind of cracks and shatters a little bit where you hit it. You definitely did damage, and it's like you hit a crab. Its shell cracks and it leaks out fluid, and it's just gooey and smells bad.
I thought it was going to rain teeth.
It's like a pinata.
like a teeth pinata.
Yes.
We're too much on the same wavelength now. This is scary.
I kind of prefer that to ectoplasm too. So yes, just teeth fall out, little kids' teeth.
Huh. Why'd you have to go there?
This is our story.
You made it weird.
Oh yeah, these things aren't. They're not weird enough for you. I had to make it a little bit weirder.
Teeth was fine, but then you went to kitty teeth.
Yeah, man, that's what tooth fairies go after.
Apparently not lately.
All right, so that's it for y'all's turn. Big guy's gonna come in. He's gonna try to snatch at Malcolm again. Let's see if he can actually pull it off this time. He's gonna be super fast about it instead of forceful, and he still rolls like absolute garbage. That's only a 3 for me.
6.
So you dodge out of his way, just maybe fly backwards or turn into lightning and just stay out of his reach. It would be like if this thing fought a vampire, the vampire would probably lose. Unfortunately, he's attacking Malcolm, who is literally lightning in a bottle sometimes. So yeah, this is just not going to go its way. The swarm. You know what? I'm going to have 2 of the swarm break off and go after Malcolm because maybe they'll get lucky. And then I've got 4 coming after you guys. Redicus, I know that you're in the turret, but like your upper body's still kind of exposed, right?
It absolutely is.
Okay, so I'm going to have 2 of them roll after you, and 2 of them roll to Thomas. So the ones that are attacking Redicus, they only get a 2 and a... Ooh, there we go, a 4. And the ones attacking Thomas...
Oof, they're gonna get me.
Ones attacking Thomas got less than nothing. They can't get...
What happens if you get a negative number?
Then it can get really bad. Like, it goes in the ladder of poor and terrible.
Because I'm assuming I'm using haste to bat them away.
Okay.
That's not a good thing, because I rolled all negatives, so that makes it a -3.
Okay, so how about I make you a deal? I'm going to give you a fate token, and I'm going to say they bite off one of your fingers.
Okay.
I'm sure you can get one of your fingers back. I just stole Kizik's fate token, though. I got a
I was
copy
about to
this.
say. Do I get Kizik's token?
There you go. I gave you a token over here.
So there's an extreme amount of profanity and the sound of I'm still. Can I still smash this one? The one that gets my finger.
Oh yeah, totally. You can get it. You can get your finger back. It's just off.
There's the sound of crunching like crab as he smacks it into the top of the van. You little mother.
You fucking fairy bastard.
Yeah.
All right, the two that are on Malcolm have to finish going, and I don't think they're going to do very well. No. And no again. Okay. That's my bad guys. So, top of the round 3. I'm going to give it to Malcolm this time.
All right. I'm gonna hit it in the same spot. Can I get a bonus for that?
Because its armor is already cracked, when I roll its opposition, I'm going to negate some stuff. So no bonus for you.
3, 12. That was a solid hit.
All right. Molars and all sorts of canines and sizers, all the little teeth with little cavities. They fall out of this thing as it shrieks and dies and just turns into a huge mountain of teeth.
Wow. That was way easier than I thought it was going to be.
You still got some cleanup residual buggies to deal with. But yeah, you fucked that big ass thing up. Good job.
I'll give it to Redicus.
Redicus is now the confuzzled because I saw building-sized monster, did not expect you to kill it in 2 hits.
Yeah, well, you got to remember Malcolm is a building-sized monster too. Strength is building-sized.
I guess I'm gonna pull out my gun and shoot some of these small ones.
Oh, 50 cal, those small ones.
I'm telling you, man. 50 cal the small ones. Just watch them evaporate.
You can try.
Hitting them would be really difficult. Plus, 50 cals don't stop when they hit the small ones.
I know.
There are 3 over there by Malcolm.
You don't tempt me to be like, I want to shoot the ones attacking Malcolm. Yeah, I guess I'll just pull out my pistol and shoot some of these guys. That was a complete wasted tactical maneuver.
All right. So you start blasting these things with your pistol.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a roll for it.
That's a +8. Wish I'd had that a minute ago.
Yeah, you down like 2 of these groups, and they're just thinning.
I'm pissed off because I'm missing a finger. I'm not missing it. I know where it is. I'm holding it. It's just not where it's supposed to be.
It's my favorite drinking finger.
We've got glue.
It's the pinky he sticks out all fancy like when he's
Your left pinky finger. Oh man. Thomas, I think it's you next.
Yep. So now that they're starting to thin, I want to cut the wings off of one and carry one back.
Oh yeah, definitely. Okay. Give me that. You want to make it like a focus or a haste?
I was going focus.
Okay.
Get a +6.
Good God. All right. You successfully slice the wings off of one of these, and you are left with a flightless version of a tooth fairy. I'm going to give you just a tiny little thing to play with there.
He's going to keep it in a cage.
I'm going to make that art without wings. That's yours now. All right. So, on their turn, the tooth fairies are going to like basically hive mind. You can tell like they all turn and change direction all at the same time. Like they've, I don't know, smelt pheromones in the air or something. But all of them are going to do like this circle ballet and go right back into... The van is on fire, by the way. They are going into the back of the van again. And all of them kind of disappear. The van is on its side. It's been kind of like tossed into this building.
They went into the van or into the building?
They went into the van. They're, like the back door of the van's open, and they've like swarmed and tornadoed into the back of the van. And that's what they do for their turn. And everything's kind of quiet. We can still kind of keep this turn-based. Redicus, why don't you go ahead?
And shoot the van with a 50 cal? Sure.
Yeah, if you want to.
I mean, it's already on fire. We just riddle it with some holes. I might hit whatever they're going into.
I found a video that would properly show what would happen if you did shoot one of the little fairies with a 50 caliber round.
I might be doing that right here.
Yeah, I put it in Ghost 20. It's one of my favorite videos.
Well, we're going to use high caliber, so that's going to be a +3, so it's not fantastic.
All right. Yeah, but you successfully blast them. I've seen this. Yeah, it's a ballistic torso with the 152 millimeter howitzer. That's kind of that's exactly what I was thinking too.
It's not a bullet hole. It's just
It's just
vaporized. Gone. Yeah, you are a red mist. So yeah, you successfully just dump rounds into the van. The van is just getting Swiss cheesed, and the front of it is on fire. The side of it is smashed in, and you don't hear any of the drilling noise anymore.
Yeah, you hear Victor go, "Huh? I expected it to explode."
Boom! It explodes. And it knocks Malcolm back a little bit.
And suddenly his face goes from confused to, "Oh yeah, there we go."
Right. I had it off by 2 seconds. What's wrong with me? Yeah. But yeah, the creepy van is no more.
Get yourself a pet there, Thomas?
You still hear drilling sounds over here. I have a cloth thing I'm trying to wrap this thing up in, and it's still like jumping around, like it's fast on the ground. And I like kind of and just squeeze it in a bag and go, do you need help with I heard you screaming. You said it got your finger.
Oh yeah. Oh shit, you can probably look at that. I forgot you were a doctor. I was fascinated by that sword play. I come down there I'm just holding a finger like blood squirting out of my hand, and I'm just holding a finger like, can you fix this?
Yeah. I've been in your van a couple of times, so I now know where you keep the specimen jars. And I just grab a specimen jar, put the thing in it, poke a couple holes in the top, and put it down. And then I go, all right, let me sew your finger back on. Do you want me to sew your finger back on, or do you want to go talk to somebody to try to get a different finger?
Whatever, man, fix it.
All right, so I pull out my magical black thread and I sew your finger back on.
You feel real close to Harold.
I already feel real close to Harold.
Feeling real close. Almost like his greasy smile is right behind you. His yellow teeth. Cheshire cat style, as Thomas is sewing your finger back on. You feel dirty. This isn't how the game is played.
Victor likes Harold. It was Tychus that didn't. It was all sketchy about it. Actually, Tychus didn't dislike him. He thought he was evil. But Redicus, that's his buddy.
Yeah, Tychus wasn't wrong. All right, so the girl in here, she kind of wakes up. She was in shock, maybe, and now she's looking around. She's breathing pretty hard, and she's, what happened?
Tooth fairies.
Stay still. You've got a couple of nicks on you. Let me put a little Neosporin on those and get you bandaged up before you're safe.
Assuming my finger's back on, I'm going to go find a Lexan container and put his specimen jar in a bulletproof glass container.
Wait, before you do that, I'm holding the jar. I wanted to pick the jar up and try to talk to the fairy.
Okay.
I've got I assume in your van you've got a little vial of iron shavings, so I've got those ready.
Yeah, I've got special ammunition in there that has all sorts of stuff like that in it.
Yeah.
Ooh. Liquid iron, what is it called?
Magma?
No, there's... I can't remember what it is. It's like a magnetic liquid.
Oh, you mean the slime that has the magnetic particles in
Yeah,
it?
it's got
that
like
create
it's
the-
got like filings in it, so you can make it do stuff.
The Pharaoh.
Yeah,
Pharaoh
I would have a jar of that in there.
Yeah, I can't actually touch it. That would hurt me too. But the vial with the
Oh,
glass in between, yeah, I'm
okay.
good.
Okay, I got
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
So you're holding this. It's a bulletproof box, basically made of what the Lexan, and this wingless tooth fairy, is sitting in this box. You're holding on to it, Malcolm. You got it up to your face, and it's buzzing around. Not buzzing with full wings, but just the little bit of wing that it has left on its back, and it's making that drill noise.
All right, so I'm going to tell it first up, stop with the drill noise or it gets the shavings.
Doesn't seem to understand you.
I sprinkle some shavings in there.
It hisses at you.
I tell it, I give it thumbs up, that's better. We're getting somewhere. That's communication. And then I ask it, what is it doing here?
It makes the drill noise again.
I sprinkle the shavings in.
It dies.
It doesn't die, it's not that, just a little bit, like a little salt and pepper.
All right. So as you're sprinkling it in, it tries to escape. It's not going to
Through the
get
hole
very
I'm-
far.
Through the
Yeah.
hole I'm sprinkling them in?
It doesn't have wings.
It doesn't have wings. It's trying to jump out, and it doesn't. It doesn't get very far anyway. It's just bouncing around in the box.
I'm not sure these things are intelligent.
Yeah, it's kind of like an animal.
I bet the one that was building size was intelligent. Not sure what kind of box we were going to put that one in, though.
I broke that one.
Jess is like,
I
this
saw.
girl.
It was very impressive.
Oh my God! What is that thing? Oh, it's so ugly.
I told you,
it's-
it's a tooth fairy.
It's cover story.
But it's a tooth fairy.
I want to go home. I want to go home.
Hold on. Are any of these teeth yours? I pull a couple handfuls of teeth out.
Oh my God! What the fuck? But yeah, you notice that she's missing some teeth.
Yeah. Those tooth fairies were stealing your teeth. But I found a bunch of teeth. I don't know if any of these are yours.
And she looks at you confused. It's not like she can put other people's teeth in her mouth.
Thomas, can you fix up her teeth?
I'm not a dentist, but I do know a dentist. My name is Dr. Thomas O'Malley. Excuse me, ma'am. What is your name? How do you end up in a red van getting attacked by something?
My name's Jess. Jess Cleaver. I was headed home. I'm a dancer, and I live just over there, I think. But this man jumped out of the van and grabbed me. And then he took me inside, and then there was a drill noise.
Well, I don't think that guy will be bothering you again.
Thank you. I don't know what I'd do. I would have died. I would have died.
Oh yeah, they would have killed you.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much. Oh my God.
Well, here's our card. We'll walk you home just to make sure you're safe. And again, I'll point you in touch with the dentist. We don't need those teeth, Malcolm.
Oh, you don't need them?
And don't kill my
Somebody needs them.
don't kill my pet, please.
I didn't kill him. I was interrogating him. It's not a pet though. That's like getting a feral honey badger and saying it's your pet.
Yeah, with that said, what he just said, you probably don't want that around your kid.
I mean, I keep Razzo.
Hey, Thomas.
That's a fairy.
Thomas, if Razzo was nightmare fuel, okay, this is what nightmare fuel uses as nightmare fuel.
Speaking of that, as I'm walking Jess back, I'm going to look at the ground to see if the ectoplasm stuff turned it back into that sand dust.
No, this is all. The teeth have now turned into ectoplasm, but the goo is slowly, dissolving into nothing. It's not dream dust.
Okay, so these guys aren't dream people. These are real tooth fairies?
Yeah, they're just from the Never Never instead of the
Yeah.
Dream.
This is normal kind of weird, not abnormal kind of weird.
Got it. Makes sense.
This is just normal, never weird, not dream, never weird.
Yeah, that.
Yeah. That. All right. You walk Jess home. She lives in a pretty shabby place, but she assures you that she'll be fine. She's been here for a while. Thank you so much for saving her life, and thank you for walking her home and all that jazz.
As soon as the door closes, I say thank you, bye, and turn around and just walk away.
30s jazz. All right. You have made a successful mission happen. Got some tooth fairies taken off the streets. Saved the city.
Got a couple handfuls of teeth.
Ectoplasm.
Oh yeah, they're alternate. So my pockets are just full of ectoplasm now.
Yeah, all the teeth are gooey.
Oh, that's gross. Wait,
All
so
right.
hold up. They were taking real people's teeth, but now those teeth are turning into ectoplasm?
Yeah, after eating the teeth.
That's weird. I thought they would just put the teeth in their mouth and use them.
Can I have can I do Thomas's daughter a favor and just accidentally pour some of that iron filings into that jar?
Yeah, you can absolutely accidentally kill this tooth fairy.
Just fill the ferrous slime in there and just watch it slowly getting gold.
Yeah, that's what I'm just gonna like. It was an accident. Sorry, Thomas. You can't take that home.
That one's gone.
Just watch it try to avoid the slime as it just slowly envelopes the entire thing.
Oh
Or
God,
better
you
yet,
just tortured this thing.
We'll just completely dissolve it and be like, I don't know what happened to it. It must have jumped out.
It's fucking rough, man.
So we've got a compass.
Weird, it's not showing up on the compass at all.
Right?
Yeah, the compass is now just an inert needle.
It's almost like it's dead. Oh, we have a proper highway map now. Good deal. I like this.
So, you guys, this is I stole this out of Grand Theft Auto 5. This is the map from GTA.
Is it?
Yeah, I've got another one too that looks way more like recognizable. You'll definitely know the next one. All right, so you guys are leaving the scene of your tooth fairy. I guess it's a successful mission. We'll call it. You're doing really well. It's still an all-nighter. It's now about 2:33 in the morning. And traffic out on the highway is pretty light. Considering that it's 3 a.m., there's actually still a lot of cars out. And you're on the road and you're suddenly and very aggressively passed by a familiar-looking van. Your van. And it's hauling ass. This van is doing at least $130, and it fucking passes you on the right-hand side, and it's just slowly pulling away when there's a thwack of a bullet that hits the back of your van. And everybody recognizes and notices that is the sound of a bullet hitting the back of your van. And up in the rear view, Redicus, you see two dark black motorcycles hauling ass, catching up to you.
Okay. Well,
What do you guys want to do?
all I gotta say is that guy who has got the van that looks like ours better have had it tuned by Ace, because I'm stomping the accelerator to catch the doppelganger.
I'd like to call down some wind and make us go faster.
All right, both of you give me rolls. Thomas, what do you want to do?
I'd like to hop in that 50 cal turret.
Good idea.
Shoot. I don't know which way I'm looking. I assume it's facing backwards. So as I pop in,
It's a 360-degree turret, so you can turn it all the way around. Also, that's a +7 for me to stomp on the accelerator and catch this other van.
Okay. And then Malcolm,
Man,
you
I want
rolled
to play
for some
GTA.
wind.
You have an extra 10 wind going behind, a 10 power wind.
That's sweet. Okay, so you guys just rocket forward. You immediately from like 55, 60 miles an hour to at least double that, 120. You guys are rocketing up past this bus, and the Rumpo van was already going about this speed, but you guys have caught up, and now you're both traveling at the same speed. The Rumpo van in front of you kind of sees that you guys have lurched forward, and it's going to take this exit off the highway. So it's coming down this ramp, and as it comes around this red car, it grinds up against the Jersey wall, and there's just sparks and black metal that just gets rubbed off the side of the van as it bounces and jounces through, trying to miss these cars on the ramp. Redicus, you're going to have to basically make the same kind of maneuvers unless you want to just slam on the brakes and get behind these guys for this light up ahead. But this Rumpo makes the maneuver and gets past these two cars.
Okay. I'll do a maneuver to follow it. Is there any way that Kizik can get a shot at this thing's tires if I pass this maneuver?
So I think I missed Kizik. So Kizik, you get to do your 50 cal thing. Which do you want to shoot at the motorcycles coming up behind you, or do you want to shoot at the Rumpo and ahead of you?
Rumpo first.
And the motorcycle
Okay.
should be dealing with wind.
Well, I think Malcolm blew your van forward,
Mm-hmm.
not them away.
Yeah, I opened the back doors, and I'm using the inside of the van like a sail. My arms are outstretched, and I'm just pulling the wind in.
Well, let's see if Kizik can pop this thing's tires while it's trying to make this ridiculous maneuver.
You got a +4.
Bap, 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 bap. The 50 cal makes shots at this Rumpo, and this red car kind of just does the GTA NPC thing and immediately turns into the Jersey wall trying to get away from the shots. So it does make your check easier, Redicus, but the Rumpo doesn't look like it's taken very much damage, if at all. So let's go ahead and we'll do this all. I guess Redicus is going to do a
Plus
drive.
5.
You did a what?
+5.
+5. Okay. And then Malcolm, what are you going to be doing this turn?
I am making the wind go.
Oh, yes. So go ahead and roll me that boost. You're going to try to boost Redicus's movement.
Eight.
Awesome. So you're rocketing forward with your 5 and your 8. Thomas, you're going to get one more shot as this Rumpo van at the very bottom of this slams on its brakes and slides, does this crazy Tokyo drift turn, wah, 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 sideways through the intersection and starts to come this way underneath this bridge.
Yeah,
You're going to get a shot on it.
Rumpa van in GTA does not do that. It rolls through that intersection.
You know what? This is my imagination.
This is the only thing I could think of was, man, I would not do that maneuver in GTA. That van sucks.
Yeah. Did not go well.
Mithril, grant me your grant me your peace. So I'm now focused real hard, and as it's doing that slide, I realize it's perfectly still, and that's probably when I should be shooting.
Okay. Yeah, like that.
And I got a.
So I'm seeing. So I. Oh, sorry.
So I got a +6.
Oh, sweet. Okay, so you light up the side of the Rumpo van in front of you. I'm actually going to change this color of the base. This is going to be evil Rumpo, and you're in the good Rumpo. So you're basically aiming at the side of the van, right? Is that what's going on?
I was trying to hit tires.
Oh, tires. Okay, cool. So yeah, you'll get a tire. Which tire you want?
Front left.
Front driver's side tire. We're in America. So yeah, it just explodes and the rim hits the ground and starts to grind forward as the van accelerates underneath this bridge. and we're gonna go this far in this turn, even with a punctured tire. You guys are gonna make your turn. You're back here now. And Thomas, up in the turret, you clearly see these two motorcycles. They've been weaving through traffic. They're catching up with you, even though you guys were going like 120 plus down that ramp. These two motorcycles, they're like Ducatis or some other crazy expensive fast bike.
I think we should just use GTA car names because, like, you know, we're playing GTA on tabletop right now.
Right, okay. But they're being driven by a familiar people. Like, you've seen these people before, and they're wearing helmets, so you're not really sure, but you're like, fuck, I know these two from somewhere. All right, so we're going to go on to the next little round here. And Redicus, I need a drive check or some sort of focus or whatever you guys want to do. Malcolm, what are you going to be doing this turn? And Thomas, what are you going to be doing this turn?
+7 to catch the other Rumpo.
Okay.
So as we hit the turn, I kind of look back out of the corner of my eye and I see two super fast bikes that are catching up. I would like to see if I could identify those guys.
Yeah. Give me a focus roll or an intelligence check.
I was muted, sorry.
Yeah, you were.
I'm going to change the direction of the wind so that instead of blowing on us, I'm going to turn it around so that so I was using the inside of the van as like a sail. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
So now I'm going to turn it into a thruster, and I'm going to that'll be easier to control. And also, I can blow these guys right off the road.
All right, so are you going to go on the offensive against the enemy Rumpo, or are you going to help Redicus drive?
I'm going to go on the offensive because these guys are shooting.
You mean against the motorcycle guys? You said Rumpo.
Yes. Yeah. Offensive against the motorcycle guys. Yes, I'm going to blow them off.
Okay. Gotcha. I understand. So, Thomas, what did you get?
+5.
Excellent. They are the Vamp twins. Marcus and Matteo.
I believe those are your friends, the vampire twins.
Friends don't shoot friends.
I guess I would just scream it out and say, I think those are the vamp twins. Oh, that's not my guy from here.
Those are the vamp twins.
I believe those are the vamp twins.
That is not what Thomas sounds like.
Oh, it needs to be, though. That was fantastic.
I want that from now on. Thomas is now Scotch Irish, whatever that was. Welsh, who cares?
I think you just pissed off 3 different groups of people.
He's good at that, remember?
All the same.
Oh
all
my
the
God.
same. Literally, look. They literally are all inside of a space that is half the size of our smallest state. Okay? Like, they're like separate countries.
Rhode Island is really tiny.
Yeah, so is the United Kingdom. You know, no offense.
Okay, so I think that the goal here for all 3 of you guys was to catch up to the Rumpo.
Mhm.
Evil Rumpo.
Disable it.
You were going to... Well, I think Malcolm kind of blew the motorcycles backwards, so they're going to...
I'm trying to blow them not just backwards. I'm trying to, as they make that turn, I'm trying to hit them in the side with the wind and street pizza them right into a wall.
Okay, so give me your roll, and they're going to oppose that. And they're vampires, so they're fairly good at opposing things. You have a 7, like, normal, and then, like, before the dice? It's ridiculous.
5 for flair, and then a +2 for the magic thing.
Right on. Okay, so yeah, they get fucked up. They kind of drop out of this race a little bit.
Yeah. I'm sure to give them a middle finger and say, "Don't shoot at me."
Yeah, one of them has their deagle out, and he shoots at you.
As the
You
turret
also
from the
hold
top-
on. You also hear him say, "How could you betray her?"
Yeah, I would have given him the benefit of the doubt up until he started shooting.
Yeah, I give him the look of, "I have no idea what you're talking about. Stop shooting at me, or I will literally street pizza your stupid ass."
I want you to think about this from their standpoint. They don't know. Well, hold on.
We're side by side.
Somehow
with the
they
other
don't
van.
see the other van
Yeah,
that's up there.
That's
The van is exactly the same as yours, and when you drive up to it, you'll realize what's wrong because you look over and it's filled with you. Your
You know,
evil
I get
twins.
that.
but they can still see the identical van.
Stupid vampires.
Thomas is waving from the top of the turrets. Hey, I think I know this guy. Oh, I think I know these guys.
Yeah, the evil Thomas gets up into the evil Rumpo's turret and starts to shoot at you.
Have I pulled up alongside them now?
Yeah, you're pretty close.
Excellent. So on my next turn, I'm going to try to shoot Evil May. I've always wanted to do that.
I would have rammed him.
It still may come to that. I want to see what Evil You does.
I don't think anybody wants to see what Evil Me's gonna do.
If he's got your powers, we have a problem.
All right, you guys give me some rolls. What are you doing for this turn? You recognize that it's your doppelgangers in the evil Rumpo. They've done something to piss the Vamp Twins off, and the Vamp Twins were chasing them. We'll start with Redicus. What does Redicus want to do?
Do I know enough about what kind of mythical being that could possibly be?
We did just see Shapeshifter already.
We did just see a shapeshifter. Did I learn any, like, do I have a special round that would be worse against them? Like, are they iron filing weak, or because those were fairies, right?
Yeah, you could make that assumption that they're fairy. They would be weak to iron. Yeah, that's a good assumption to make.
Oh, that's awesome, because that makes my check a +9 to shoot Evil Me.
Sweet. All right, so
And he's driving, and you already said we're doing like 100 miles an hour.
yeah, you guys are booking it. And you shoot him. Let's see. You hit him for 9. He's going to oppose by kind of like swerving the Rumpo van away from your shot. He takes it in the shoulder instead of in the head. But you see him slump forward behind the steering wheel and then just gun it. And he is going to take off like Ace worked on this Rumpo van as well. So they shoot forward across this intersection, and just for shits and giggles, we're going to put a bunch of traffic here in the intersection too that you're going to have to dodge. Because this is GTA and NPCs get in the way. Oop, that's now a huge car. That's not going to work. This police car is going to join in this fight because he just saw a shootout go crazy. He's going to turn his lights on while all this is going on. Love throwing bangs in like that. All right. So for this turn, Evil Victor has run through the intersection, and that was his go. Evil Thomas O'Malley got up into the 50 cal, and he's going to start shooting at you guys. He's going to try to shoot out your front tires with their 50 cal. Redicus, would you like to oppose this?
Yes, I would.
With your drive? Okay. He got a 5 to shoot out your front tires.
Okay. I got a 6.
All right. So just a spray of asphalt. He doesn't really hit you in any bad places. But yeah, Evil Thomas is shooting at you. And then the back doors of the Rumpo explode outward, and a shock of lightning goes across the intersection. And let's see if I can pull a Malcolm here. I can't pull a Malcolm. It just grounds out on the van, but it looks scary as shit. All right. So it is y'all's turn. I'm going to start with, let's go with Redicus, because he's going to be the maneuver.
So obviously I can't let them pull away, so I need to pull some GTA driving here, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to try to get us up to them, but if I get in position to do it, I want to pit maneuver them.
Oh, okay.
Does a +6 do that?
That gets you across the intersection. So you're almost neck and neck with them. You're a little bit behind them. You can see your doppelganger driving. He's got hit in the shoulder with your pistol. And you see Evil Thomas on the 50 cal. It doesn't look like he's got a radiant bubble, though.
Well, no shit. And Real Malcolm would have turned our car into a crispy fucking firecracker. So they're not us. They just look like us. Light them up, Thomas.
Can I shoot him now?
Sure.
So they're missing a front left tire. I saw that my guys were there. I now see there's a big gun shooting back at me, so I'm going to just shoot at that center part, trying to take out Evil Thomas.
Shoot yourself.
Does he benefit from high caliber? That's
because it's not his skill.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know.
All right.
That's a +3.
Okay. So, bap, 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 bap. You got 50 cal bullets just going into this van. I mean, you're hitting it, but it's armored just like yours, and it doesn't seem to be doing a lot against the van. Do you guys have anything that would negate like shredding of tires on your van?
I did specify run flat tires. But if
Yeah,
they're
but getting hit by a 50
I was
cal.
about to say, if they're completely shredded, then they're completely shredded. But I also said I wanted to pit maneuver this guy, and you keep very creatively moving it so that just because of the way the turn order happens, you're keeping me from doing it. I would like to do that, even if they're going to shred my tires. Like I'm in position now where Redicus would just turn the wheel, even if mechanically it happens on the next turn, and you shred my tires. He's going to turn the van into the other van.
10-4.
I got you covered.
Yep.
I have a plan.
Well, what do you want to do, Malcolm?
So now I have the wind turbine turned like a turbine. I used it to blow the guys away. So now I'm gonna grab the sides of the van and just boost as hard as I can. The reason I'm grabbing the sides of the van is because the wind isn't blowing us; I'm blowing the wind out, and I don't want to rocket myself through the van.
So which direction do you want your van to go?
I am assuming that the driver has can handle whatever forces he has to drive with. So I'm just pushing straight, and then it's up to him to steer the wheel.
Okay, so this is what happens. You guys pit into the side of their Rumpo, and it's just going to... You're going to spin them through, right? And you're going to cut through this way. So you have stopped them, and then is your intention to stop as well? You've spun them 180.
My intention is to pull my van, basically T-bone, up to their front bumper. That way they have... The only thing they could do would be to reverse away.
All right, well, you spun them 180. So you're going to then...
Facing the other way. Yeah, I'd do a circle around, but that might take longer than one turn.
All right, well, that's what we're going to do maneuver-wise this time. All right, so there's more 50 cal going off. Evil Thomas is going to be shooting at your van. Let's see if anything happens. Probably not, because Evil Thomas is Evil Thomas. Yeah, he doesn't get it. Just spraying 50 cal all over the place. And Evil Malcolm is going to shoot lightning at you guys again. Probably not going to do anything.
He says he fervently hopes that it comes up all pluses.
Yeah, I really do, because it's the only way that he can do anything. Nope. Cool. All right. So, Evil Rumpo Van has stopped officially. There are definitely you three evil guys inside of it. You have parked so that he cannot move forward. He could reverse if he wanted to. And then you guys hear the motorcycles coming up from behind you guys again. What do you guys want to do this turn?
I'm going to get out of the van and start walking towards the other van.
Okay. So you hop out.
My intention is to bring the hammer down on the hood and attempt to push the engine out of the car.
All
Cars
right.
need engines to run. Malcolm has learned this from Medicus. So if I take out the engine, the car won't go anymore.
So just to make sure we're all on the same page, are we all imagining the two vans nose to nose right now, right?
T-bone style. Their nose is up against my side door.
Your driver's door.
So I couldn't open the driver's door, but that's not my intention. I'm gonna. So I've learned from Malcolm that cars need drivers to work, and my disable theory is going to be a little different than his.
So, all right, Malcolm gets out and starts walking with the hammer purposefully.
Yeah, so I would literally just pop out the back of the seat, take 2 steps forward, and then bring the hammer down on the hood of their car.
I gotcha. All right, you give me that roll.
Thanks. 7.
All right, you are hitting an armored vehicle with a 7. I think that you're going to crush the front of it pretty well. I would say that you'd at least, fuck up the engine to the point where they're not going to be able to move. So, good job there. Who do you want to go after you?
Obviously, Radigan.
Okay.
He's part 2 of this plan.
Oh, that's a bad roll. It still ends up being a +3 because of my stunt, but that's as bad as it gets.
What's your plan, to shoot yourself?
Yeah, to shoot the evil me. Yes.
Right. Okay. So out the window. So you're right-handed, right? And you're holding the gun.
I was shooting
to your window.
Yeah, I'm shooting through the window cross draw. So I'm right-handed.
Yeah.
I'm shooting across my own chest.
Right. Pow, 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 pow. Right through the windshield of the Rumpo, the evil Rumpo, and into evil Victor Redicus. You said you got a 5 or a 3?
I got a 3. That's as bad as it gets for me.
You can tell that evil Victor's got body armor on. Excuse me. Meant to mute before I did that. And yeah, it seems like you hit him. Maybe didn't do a lot of damage to him though. Who do you want to go next?
Well, Thomas, 50 cal.
I don't know how close this 50 cal can get. I guess we're at the back, so I still have a shot over top of it.
You're at the same height as the other 50 cal.
Okay, so it's a pretty easy shot then.
Yeah, you just want to swivel that thing into Evil Thomas's mouth and, pull the trigger.
Yep. How does a +8 work?
He does exactly that.
Yeah, you. How does that go down?
I'm unsure if I can turn it that far, but it's 365 turns, and I go like, "Whoa, this is way too close." And Thomas is spinning around because he was trying to shoot the bottom of the car, so his is kind of looking sideways, and I can just see straight into it. And I push all the buttons down and just hear goof, 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 goof as I watch him turn into red mist.
He does. He turns into mist. Evil Thomas O'Malley. Just, it's mystifying.
He's mystified. That's fair.
Sweet. All right. That's it for you guys, right, this time? And
Yep.
then Evil Malcolm is going to jump out of Evil Rumpo, and he's going to take off fucking running. And he runs super fast, so he's going to get about this far.
That's super dangerous. That's a bad guy with a brain. He cannot be allowed to breed.
That's okay, though, because the motorcycles with the Vamp Twins
Oh,
rocket past you guys. And both the Vamp Twins pull these nasty-looking swords off their backs. And in some crazy, video game, both of them slice through Evil Malcolm with their katanas as they're driving past on their motorcycles. Such a cool fucking scene. And they slice Malcolm in half. Evil Malcolm.
I'm assuming they'd be more like thirds because there's two swords.
Oh yeah,
One goes top, one goes bottom.
there you go.
I'm gonna lean over
Snicker
to.
snack.
I'm gonna lean out my busted now window and be like, "How much you want to bet they still come back here to accuse us of being the bad guys?"
Probably.
Yeah.
All right, so right now it's Evil Victor is still he's trapped inside the Evil Rumpo. Not trapped, but he's in the front seat.
Mhm.
You guys are in front of him. I'm going to say that it's your turn again. His action this round was you didn't really see what happened. He's done something in his lap.
Probably pulled a grenade out. I'm gonna pull the van out. Oh,
Where are you
unless-
going?
Unless someone else wants to, just kill him. But I'm pretty sure he just pulled a grenade out away from the van because I know what I would do.
Yeah. And as you pull your Rumpo away, Evil Victor pulls the pin and detonates.
Oh, it sucks. I was gonna try to interrogate myself before killing
Yeah,
myself.
Sucks to fight yourself, huh?
Right.
He does exactly what I would do. Damn it. All right. So the Vamp Twins, they come riding back up. And how's this conversation going to go? While you guys are standing here, you'll all notice the Evil Rumpo and all three of the bad guys are turning into this dream sand.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna hop out of the van and be like, "Malcolm gets real bad. Would you shoot at him? You shouldn't shoot at him."
Wait, what?
We just left the Elysium. Those blackguards right there, they killed Lady Zadza.
They actually killed her.
She's dead. We thought it was you. We're, sorry for shooting at you.
Did she
Oh.
turn into black sand when she was shot? Or
They
killed
both
her?
look at each other and they're like, "No, she's dead."
Oh. That is most unfortunate.
We can take you to her apartment, I guess, if you want to see it, but it's a real mess up there right now. We got it on tape that it was you guys. Like, we thought it was you. I'm glad that it's not.
There's a lot of that going around.
I mean, to be fair, you guys should have known it wasn't us because there's other survivors, right? Like, when have you ever seen us go in someplace and kill one guy and then run away?
It's a valid point.
Yeah, valid point. Very good.
Yeah, like I gotta be honest. If I was gonna go kill Lady Zadsa, I mean, you guys would be dead already.
Yeah,
We weren't there. Obviously, we would have stopped you. I mean, not them. We would have stopped them from doing that.
But we wouldn't
Yeah,
have
no,
left,
no,
we
I'm
wouldn't have
saying,
left you guys
I
as
would have
loose
done it when you
ends.
were there, so that I could make sure you were also dead. Like it would not make sense to leave you two alive and kill Lady Zadsa. It's like a loose end. You would not want to do.
Take it as a compliment. We wouldn't have wanted to deal with you later.
Yeah, I guess you guys just don't have very many friends. Okay, so, fuck. We don't have any evidence. We don't have any fucking thing that says, like, oh shit. Okay, we've got a lot of cleaning up to do. The White Court is going to be here probably in the morning. There's going to be a massive power vacuum. This is going to get really, really nasty in the city for a while. So, I think that you guys should just, be careful. Try to stay away from White Court shit. It's going to get really nasty.
So that means pretty much whatever comes next will be given White Court shit to deal with.
I don't know what you mean.
That's how this works.
Well, I mean, so you guys are investigators, right? You guys want to check out the murder scene? Maybe try to track some shit down?
You just told us to stay out of it.
I guess if we do.
I'm saying stay out of White Court stuff, but they're not going to be here until the morning. So this is our perfect opportunity if you want to see, or investigate the apartment. Now's the time to do it.
So what you're saying is you guys would like us to take your case and investigate this murder.
Sure. Yes.
Yeah, what the hell? Lady Zaza was always good to me, and she owed me a favor.
The twins look at each other and they're like, yeah, I guess we have that debt now.
I mean, you guys don't have to tag along if you don't want to. I'll talk to Malcolm and Thomas. But I'm going to go check this out. You're welcome to tag along.
You look up and Thomas has the shot back from inside the van and is trying to vacuum up as much of that magic sand as possible.
I point him in the direction of the giant bags that I've got.
This police car pulls up way too late with his lights on, and this super fat cop in a black outfit.
I just wave at him as I'm getting in the van.
Oh, he waves at you, and then he's like, okay, thank God that somebody on the... Yeah, and he puts a donut in his mouth and just keeps driving.
It's HBJ.
I have to imagine that we are so famous within this city at this point that the cops are like, no, they do the weird shit we don't want anything to do with.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was HBJ. Harry Buttocks Jr.
Oh, okay. I didn't know where you're going with that.
It might be.
Oh,
All
God.
right, so...
Deep red.
You guys, I guess, follow the vamps back to Elysium. Check out the apartment.
I like the new street map.
I like this one too. Because we didn't get very far on it. I had the construction site. I was like, man, they're gonna hit so many explosive containers. There's gonna be wrong lanes of traffic. You made it 2 blocks before you pitted them, and you were like, nope, this is not going any further. Because you guys don't like having fun. I think that's what it is.
Well, you didn't tell us there were construction sites to drive through.
Come on, you can. Yeah, you know me.
And also, you've never done that to me ever. Oh, you've never shortcutted a map before.
Oh no, never, ever. All right, so that's City Streets 1. This is City Streets 2. And I think that you'll recognize this one a little bit more because it's got the hospital and stuff.
Upon closer inspection, I recognize parts of that one.
Yeah.
It does look so different topographic like this, though.
This was, it was weird to get this map because GTA's map, their mini map and their map does not look like this. This is the in-game, drone shot.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was fun. Okay,
we're gonna have lots of car chases.
Yeah, I think so. That's why I put it in there.
I might want a muscle car now. We're gonna do car chases.
That'd be cool,
right? I mean, I like motorcycles and vans and everything, but muscle car chase.
All right, so just to remind everybody that the Elysium was Lady Zadza's casino and hotel. It was this massive thing that we really took a look at in, what is it, the first 2 episodes
Joe
of
Mama
Season 1.
Seafood.
Yeah, Joe Mama Seafood. There's a casino entrance in there. Yeah. The people mover.
Okay.
All right, so
Let's go
you
look at the murder
guys...
scene.
Yeah, you guys follow the Vamp twins up the elevator. They take a special elevator that goes to the penthouse floor. And you get to the Elysium penthouse. Move this back off of here. Where they open the front door, and before the front door is even open, you guys can smell the coppery blood. And the door opens, and it's just a scene of carnage here. Go ahead and give me some investigative rolls, or tell me what you guys want to look at.
Oh man, I like this. This is a really good one.
What color's the blood?
There's 2 colors of blood. There's a dark red and a light red.
Not pink?
Sorry, the light red is pink. Yes.
Okay. Just checking.
Well, I don't know very much about the magical things, but I know a body when I know a body. Do you mind if I do a little autopsy here?
Don't touch any of the clues around it, but yeah, you should do that. Also, for my investigate roll, I got a +9 to just examine the scene and try to put together the chain of events as I would see them.
Okay.
Assuming that nothing, has been moved.
Right.
So what I'm trying to do now is just piece together was she stabbed? Was she shot? Just what chain of events happened, like Sherlock Holmes style.
So there's enough damage to investigate that tracks the history of the fight, like where the latter occurring damage is overlapped by the more recent damage,
Mm-hmm.
And you can look in Lady Zaza's bedroom over here, because that's where it all started.
Okay.
It started here, and it ended in the living room, on top of this baby grand piano. That's where Lady Zaza's body is. All the clues here point to multiple attackers. There's clearly 3 sets of prints. They match your shoes. There's a new set of prints that actually, it's not new. It's they're the same shoe prints as the Bert Jaka murder. So I don't know if you can see it, but it's here. You can see this footprint right here is that bloody footprint from before. So you kind of can walk this one set of footprints through all the way through the entire murder scene. Okay. Then it gets weird, because after they killed Zaza, whoever they were, because they were hurt, you can see the blood spatter of Zaza's is this pinkish or light red. It's consistent with white court vampire blood that you've seen before, but the darker blood is definitely from one of the attackers. And it seems like after Zaza died, the attacker healed themselves, because that blood stops, right around in here, that spatter, and then it just goes away. And by the time he gets to the front door, that blood is not spooling on the ground anymore.
Okay. So they didn't stop to take anything. They were only here to kill her.
100%.
Do I notice the writing on her chest when I do the investigation?
You do, yeah.
Okay.
She's got the word siphon on her chest.
We've seen that before.
Can I review the footage?
Yeah. So you're reviewing the security feed, and it shows you three entering the penthouse very, very late and somehow bypassing the alarm. They walk in and go right back to the bedroom, the three of you. There's no camera in the bedroom, but after a couple seconds, there's this massive brawl that just escapes the bedroom through this doorway here. You'll see a camera from this position watching you three just get the shit beat out of you and beat the shit out of her in turn. And like you go through this door, you know, Thomas gets thrown through and smashes into this corner, and this is Thomas's blood here. And then you guys, you know, Zaza gets up and starts running, and Malcolm chases her across. And there was a dining room table here that's just been picked up and smashed through. So now Zaza's piano is kind of upturned and smashed with this dining room table here.
Wait, is the blood from the fake us still there?
Yes.
We need samples of that, Thomas.
I'm trying to do the autopsy on the lady there first.
So Zaza died the same way that Jaka did. She's just left with this emaciated corpse where all of her power and everything has been sucked or drained out of her. The magical symbols carved into her chest say siphon from the Voynich manuscript. And, there goes the piano.
Is she really dead, or is she just kind of dormant?
She's dead.
Can I determine what kind of thing carved that thing? Because this is now the second time I've seen it etched.
Yeah. You could... So you've seen a lot of weird shit, right? So you put it in the category of blade or fingernail, something like that.
Cool.
Not in the realm of scalpel, right? Like it's more of a tear instead of a slice. So it'd be a dull blade.
So it's a dull blade or a sharp fingernail.
Right.
Can I find any sand in her?
Yeah, you find it all over the apartment. It's not in her.
I mean, if she got stabbed by somebody who had magic sand inside them, and then I was looking for
I could see. Yeah, I could see where you're coming from.
it's lining the
If she
siphon.
bit off evil Victor's pinky and kept it, it would be sand now, right? That's
If she bit off evil Victor's pinky, yes, it would be sand now. That's true. Good point.
That's why I was wondering about the blood.
Sand inside him.
Yeah. So the blood that's here is more of like you get down there. It's a stain that's definitely from blood, but you get down there and it's sand in the carpet and shit. So there is still blood stain, but not liquid. All the liquid has now been sandied. Does that make more sense?
Yep. Do you need further investigation rolls for each thing I want to ask, or?
No, go ahead and just ask.
Okay. So I want to investigate this room, and specifically, do I see is this actually here, where it can be seen? Okay.
That is there.
I do immediately recognize that. Correct.
You do. Yes.
Okay. That's interesting. I'd like to investigate that to see if is there any writing on the back of this thing? Like, is it covering anything up? Is there anything beyond just being the picture that shouldn't be there is there?
Yeah, you flip it around, and behind it is a safe.
Ooh, I'm gonna open this safe.
How?
With intelligence. I'm going to put my ear to it and turn the tumbler until I open it. Or if it's electronic, I'm going to pull out a tablet and try to hack it.
So it is electronic. Just remember, you've got the other vamp twins in there, and this is their queen stuff.
Do they want me to find out who murdered her or not?
They don't think it would be in the safe. Like, obviously, the safe didn't matter to the attackers.
But that painting does.
They don't know that.
Yeah, but I would tell them if they ask.
They would not want you to open that safe. You can maybe come back when they're not around.
I'm going to turn and tell them, hey, this painting has something to do with those attackers, and it's covering up this safe. Are you sure you don't want me to look at what is potentially evidence into this murder?
Yeah, like guys, that painting
What's
was
in that?
literally at the last murder of with a shapeshifter involved.
Yeah.
Like, clearly, there's a link.
That may be. Whatever's in that safe, we've never been able to get into. Like, it's not our business. That's Lady Zadza business. That's White Court business. We're not fucking with that.
Okay, let me help you out here. Couple things. One, Zadza's dead. You're asking us to find out her business, so we would need to know that business. And when the White Court does get here, let's be honest, you guys were bodyguards, and she's dead. So that's going to go probably more poorly for you than it will be for us, because at least we can, clearly show that this isn't even real blood. That wasn't really us. I would think you'd want to do whatever you could to, figure this out before tomorrow.
You guys are investigators, but that's Zadza's personal stuff. I don't think it has anything to do with, it's just our opinion, man.
Yeah, no, I feel you. It's just you're not investigators.
That's true. We're obviously not very good bodyguards either.
I mean, I didn't say that.
No, you did say that,
I
actually.
said that's what's going to get said.
Yeah,
you
you
know
said-
as well
you
as I do,
said-
White Court are just they're gonna tear you limb from limb. They're not going to listen to reason. If we don't get to the bottom of this real quick, it's going to be real rough.
Yeah, I mean, you can try to hack the safe, I guess. We don't know what the combination is.
It's a
problem.
+8 for me to hack the safe.
Okay, so narratively, what are you doing?
So I'm assuming that as a private investigator, I have some basic safe cracking knowledge. I rolled a +8. Basically, whatever the manufacturer says is the way to get into this thing. That is the way that I got into it. I'm not trying to do it stealthily, so it shouldn't. Like, safes are designed to, keep people out for a certain amount of time. So I'm gonna get in this safe one way or another. But right now, I'm taking the gentle approach.
So gentle approach, I would think would be like running all the numbers, right? Like through an electronic number trier program, and just try to hit all the numbers as quick as you can. It's still going to take a lot of time. Or you can burn through it.
I was thinking more along the lines of tap into the firmware, because like if the battery goes dead to safe, it's got to have a certain firmware reset and then go in the back door. But it's GM prerogative. That's not an option.
So while you're working on this, what are the other players doing?
I'm just conversing with the two twins, trying to get them, make them a little more at ease.
Thomas.
Go ahead.
Thomas has been to a bunch of crime scenes as the coroner. He has seen people walking around footprints. He first was real excited about these rare books because he's got a couple of books that he was looking at. But as he was not understanding the different languages, he started looking down at the footprints, and he. I don't know if he notices this or if this is are these footprints directional? Can we see that it looks like there are no footprints into the rooms? They only look like footprints leaving.
Yes. And I'm sorry for not doing the art all the way through, but these footprints do leave out of this door. They do.
Just more of the directions. I only see footprints going towards the door and footprints going towards the door.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. Yeah, I only did the footprint art for the fight and afterwards, but these people would have walked in. So Malcolm saw that on the super expensive security system.
Yeah, I was trying to decide if they doctored the super fancy equipment and just emanated from this lady's dreams.
I love the way you think. Yeah, you're right. It doesn't match up to what is in the security footage.
Interesting.
That is interesting.
And Thomas, you're gonna find this too. So it's like a medallion, and it's been ripped off of a necklace. So it's got like the prong up here at the top that had a loop through it. The loop itself, the metal, has been pulled to the point of breaking. So it was ripped off of somebody's necklace and then flung. You found it underneath this tiny little coffee table, and it was just in a pool of blood. This is what it looks like bigger. I put this here so that we can add it to your... Shit, I'm on the wrong side. Here we go. This thing, we'll put it on the chalkboard. I have to zoom out. Yeah, I did it. Make it bigger. There we go. So you find this medallion. It's made of like copper. It's oxidized copper. That's what's giving it this green color. The symbols in it, some of the alphabet looks like it could be Voynich manuscript alphabet. And you're getting some like dream magic vibes from this. You know, the way that the Voynich manuscript is flavored, this medallion is flavored. So now you have that. All right, so the Vamp twins, you know, they're bummed, to say the least. They feel like they've definitely failed their queen, that they're going to be fucked up by the White Court when they get here, and this is probably their last night of the life that they've lived so far. Everything is going to change, and they know, and they're kind of bummed out about it. You get this safe open behind the Council of 13 painting, which that just kind of swings. Get this electric safe open, and inside is manila folders with lots of financial data. It's going to take hours or maybe days to go through all the accounts.
I'm not really interested in that bit. I'm going to snap a few pictures of it with my phone, not the documents, but just the way the safe looks. Put on gloves and start. I'm not going to, if the manila folder is obviously just financial documents, I'm not even going to bother opening it. I'm going to look for other things. I'm going to look for something relative to the Council of 13. Something that is relative to what happened here. But I'm definitely putting gloves on. I don't want my fingerprints on any of this.
I'm gonna look at the painting with my magic eye.
So this painting, when you look at it magically, it looks the exact same as the one in Bert Jaka's. And when I say exact same, this is a hand-painted painting. There should be minor inconsistencies between two paintings, but they're exactly the same.
And there's no magical.
No, nothing's like, no.
So the painting's in a frame, right?
It is.
Can I take it out of the frame? Can I take it all the way apart? See if there's anything hidden behind it.
Yeah, you can take it out. You know, GTA style, you could slice it out of the frame, or you can break the frame if you want to get it out.
Just turn it around and pull the little tabs out.
Oh no, it's a very expensive frame. It's not like that. Like this thing is like melded. You have to break the frame.
Yeah, they'd either fold it in with glue or staple it. The really fancy ones have like a tongue groove in there with glue.
All right, yeah, I'll break it then.
10-4. All right, so you have this. You have a copy of the painting now. And Victor, I can't think of anything that's going to like tie all of this together that would be in her safe. That would be like a Cthulhu idol or something like that. I put the painting here just to make sure that you guys knew that there is a connection between Zaza and the Council of 13. But she wouldn't keep anything in here that's going to just jump out at you like that.
Okay. It's worth a shot. Not every hit's a home run.
Yeah, I totally get it.
So is there anything else in the bedroom that catches Victor's eye before he moves on?
So, yes, you're going to come to the same conclusion that Thomas did. With your investigative skills, you're going to notice that these footprints literally begin here. Like they materialized from the side of her bed.
With all the dream things, I think I'm going to point that out to Malcolm as he's trying to console the Vamp twins. Basically have a Sherlock moment where he is like, their path starts here.
Weird. I mean, the footage is doctored because the footage clearly shows them breaking into the apartment through
Yes.
some unknown way.
But if they were looking to frame us, which they obviously were, due to who they were and how they were, of course they would document the footage.
In the Vamp twins, they say, it's just kind of a chilling sentence for them to say, but they say, if they can do this here, they could kill anybody, anywhere.
Yeah. It seems like shapeshifters are like that.
And that is how, yes, we've been dealing with that for a little bit now. And yeah.
It's just weird that this is the last case she sent us on involved a shapeshifter, and now it's her that's been taken out.
The thing
What do you remember
that
from her conversation last time?
She was talking about trouble that the White Council is having with the White Court, and the conflict that she was talking about and everything she talked about said to me that up until I saw that painting, it said to me that she wasn't involved in the dream part, but maybe she lied to us.
Hold up. Question. When we talked to her, she has sent us on a investigation to disprove that one of you two was involved in the murder of, I think, Bert Jaka.
That is correct.
And what we figured out was that one of you two was actually involved in the murder, and then we disproved it so that it would, as a favor to her. Did you guys kill Bert Jaka?
No, we did not kill that wizard.
It's weird because she like kind of like not deny that you were involved, that they were involved.
That's
she
how
like a
I
little
remember it.
winky? Oh, okay.
So, we haven't been around the past couple days, which is probably why we weren't here, obviously, to stop this from happening. We both been out feeding, but we don't feed here in the city. We have to leave this city to make sure that nobody dies here in you guys' territory. So we have to go outside the territory to feed and do that.
That's interesting because you were totally here 2 days ago.
Yeah, but we weren't here a couple hours ago when all of this stuff happened. Yeah. So we weren't here to kill. We did not kill Bert Jaka. No, that was the original question, but we didn't do it.
Follow-up question. Were you here for the meeting we had with Lady Zaza?
I wonder if the Zaza that we talked to.
Yeah. What if it wasn't her?
When did you have a meeting with her?
And the fact that you two were there and you don't remember being there means that it definitely wasn't her twins.
Did you have the meeting here in her apartment?
Or her. Well, I guess it could have been her.
I don't think it was her.
What did she say to you?
GM, was it in
Where did we have the meeting?
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask.
This was a few days ago.
I thought it was here.
You had the meeting a few days ago, but it was actually in her office in the Elysium, not in this apartment.
Okay. So yeah, it was in her office a few days ago, and you don't remember us having that meeting? You were there.
Yeah, the twins look at each other and then look back at you guys, kind of bewildered. We didn't have a meeting with you guys.
Why involve us?
It's a good fucking question. I'm like,
They almost tipped their hand by bringing us into this. If it was all a trick, but I still don't understand why they'd impersonate Lady Zaz. They also fed us all that information about the White Court and the White Council having tensions and potentially going to war. Was any of that true? I don't know if the twins would know the answer to that question.
well, the White Court and the White Council kind of just stay away from each other. Yeah, they're not enemies, but they're not friends either. It's just. You said that we're going to war with the White Council?
Well,
those wizards don't give a fuck about us.
No, that's what they were trying to tell us.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
they were
doesn't-
trying to create a problem.
Well,
That
they may have just done that. By creating this power vacuum with Lady Zaza, who's likely to take over, and what are their ambitions going to be?
Well, it might be the Wraiths from Chicago. They might come here, and that'd be really bad.
You add to that they've got the perfect scapegoats. They've lined us all up for this. They have a
To be
method.
fair, you could do worse. Could do worse than the Wraiths.
You could do worse than the Wraiths. That's true. I don't think you want to
not
do
saying
worse.
No, it sounds like Wraiths is probably your best case, not your worst.
Well, you haven't met Madrigal.
Yeah. No, I'm still pretty sure there's worse. The other houses are just straight worse. Could be wrong. Could be wrong.
I know. It's something.
But I mean, you guys don't really have much to worry about. If they bring in someone worse, we'll probably actually kill them.
Like, I don't need you guys getting mixed up in the White Court bullshit either, right? Like, we've done jobs together. It might be safer for you guys just to try to get out.
You know what?
Try to stay out of the situation. Try to stay out of the vacuum.
Just to be clear, the situation that is occurring in our town, which will probably involve the redistribution of power to a less benevolent, I use finger quotes, person, and you think that we would not want to be involved, and that there's some way that we would not be involved willingly. You guys don't even eat in town.
Well, we didn't eat in town because we're friends with you guys. We don't want to mess up the relationship that we have with you. The new White Court, if they come in here, they're not going to care about you guys and what you want until you make them. Maybe that's what needs to happen. Yeah, I get it. Okay. Well,
I lean over
this
to
place is
Malcolm.
bumming me out.
We're really sure that these are the right twins, right?
No, not at all.
Yeah, there's a thought.
I know how to find out, but
Yeah,
we'd be down a twin if
I
you did that.
exactly. I don't. That's the only way I know how to check too.
We got a bunch of.
I mean, then there's always the possibility that, like, if you took out one, but like that one was the real one, but his buddy had been replaced, and you have to take both of them out just to prove that they were actually. It's a slippery slope, man. Shapeshifting's awful.
What about your magic eye thing? Does that see shapeshifters?
He didn't know his phone.
In fairness,
was a
I have not
shapeshifter.
checked that, but I didn't know my phone was a shapeshifter.
Valid points. That doesn't work. Hey, Thomas, what'd you find out?
By the way, can you guys remind me the next time we find a shapeshifter, I need to convince him to become my phone? Because that was a great phone.
Found an amulet
What's that?
thing on the floor. It looks like it goes to a necklace. It was under a thing. Also, I don't know if. Oh, sorry, wrong place. Also, I don't know if this would work or not. But you know how the sand makes everyone very sleepy. If we just use the sand as like a chloroform and see if they fell asleep. If they fall asleep, then clearly they's real.
That's a good fucking plan.
I like it too. How much of it did you get?
That's
You have
solid.
any pocket sand?
I have.
Pocket
He's
sand.
he's been collecting it like frantically every time we've encountered it too.
Yeah, he's got like a small
I mean, he was
Dyson
using
vacuum.
a vacuum to back up the van, so
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a pocket full of sand.
Yeah, you've got pocket sand right there.
Yeah, I say go for it.
I walk up to one of them. I say, "Oh, excuse me, Irish twin. Oh, you're not my Irish twin. Well, anyways, does this smell like chloroform to you?"
It does. He looks sleepy and he doesn't conk out, but it does look like it's affected him.
Oh, an Irish twin too.
all right.
What about you? Does this smell just a little bit sleepy to you?
He looks at you, rolls his eyes, and smells it, and then yeah, he too gets a little sleepy.
Oh, I think they're real, guys.
I'll be back in a second.
What is up with the kitty litter? What are you doing? You pulling that shit out of your pocket, and now you. What is this?
It's a sleepy sand. It's like this. I'm pretty sure it's called like the sand, dream sand, maybe. Oh, we're still working on a name for it. But it should make you sleepy. This just proves that you're real.
So the twins look at each other. This is the first time that they've heard about dream sand, right? And they look like they
I don't
know.
know how. There was big piles of it that we were vacuuming up.
Well, so you guys were vacuuming it up, and then I said that the van and everything turned, and the evil Rumpo and all the evil guys, they turned into sand. So this isn't like maybe it looks like they want to tell you some information, and they're trying to figure out how to broach the subject. And one of them's just gonna nudge the other one, and he's like, "Just fucking say it, dude. Just fucking tell him." And Marcus or Mateo, one of the two, he says, "A couple years ago, vampire years, not human years, so it could have been 20, 40 years ago. Lady Zadza was romantically involved with Faye from Dream, from the dreamlands of the Never Never. They broke it off after a while, but the sand, it reminds us of him. He used to leave it fucking everywhere, and I'm pretty sure he had some cronies too. So I'm gonna maybe do some research, figure out where this asshole is now."
Oh, does he have a name?
It was 40 years ago. Hold on, they didn't last very long. I'm gonna try to remember his name.
Are you telling me that Lady Zaza's ex-boyfriend is the sand guy?
Maybe. Lady Zadza's had a lot of ex-boyfriends,
I
Yes,
reach
but
into
how many
my-
of them are still alive?
more than you'd believe.
I show him the amulet. Does this look like a thing that your ex would like?
Yeah, that looks like something he would wear. Some like southwestern jewelry shit. Yeah, it looks like that. Some tacky stuff. Wasn't his name like Gimp or Shrimp or the Vamp Twins? Like no. It's like Imp or Emperor or something. I don't know, something like that. Gimp? No, I already said Gimp. For the life of them, they can't remember his name.
nothing else catches Victor's eye. I think we got it all, but I'm just making sure.
Yeah, I mean, you can see that she's, I put these pens up. She's got some exotic wines and spirits and stuff. Got fine art, rare books, and that super expensive security system that Malcolm looked into, and it's obviously been doctored.
Okay.
So if you want to check that out again when you leave,
I do want to take a copy of that and then wipe the system.
okay, you do those things.
Also, there's a lot of bathrooms in this apartment.
Sure are. This is it's actually a hotel room, which is why it's designed like this. It's just silly. But then I was like, a vampire wouldn't have a kitchen, would it? Kind of makes sense.
I mean, they have a kitchen. She was attacked in it.
Sure was.
I think this is the kitchen.
I don't know why he's being in there.
Bedroom.
I guess it's the dining room, but I assume it's also the kitchen. I mean, that's where the foreplay.
Oh,
would
I was
be,
going to
so.
say this is the kitchen.
I think the whole apartment's the kitchen. I get the joke
No,
now.
the bedroom is be the kitchen.
With a white court vampire, the bedroom is definitely the kitchen. And the dining room.
Yeah. I guess still with the bathroom.
It's shit, like anywhere in this apartment she'd be eating.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's Lady Zadza's death right there.
If she's really dead.
Oh, she dead.
I think she might be because the body didn't turn to sand. But also, I'm waiting for them to be like, okay, now let's go drag some poor soul in here and bring her back.
She's lost too much blood, Captain. Nah, her soul has moved on.
Mm-hmm.
I remember a train episode where we took care of that too.
Yeah, if you want to go take the train to hell, you might be able to get her back. If that's where you want to go with this.
God, she'd really owe us a favor then.
Oh my God, could you imagine?
Just meet up with her on the train and go like, hey, so you owe us a favor. Looks like he's trying to get out of that.
Oh my God! All right, how do we get to the train again?
I think you needed to take Katie with you. Katie Holmes got you into the train domain.
Let's go see if we can save Zaza off the train. Don't completely derail the GM's plan.
Holy shit! Derail it in the train. Choo choo.
We're gonna run a train on Lady Zaza. I got it.
Well, no. Let's not go there.
What? That's
Malcolm's
what we were
like,
doing.
I
That's what
understand
everybody
the
said.
assignment. I understand the assignment.
No. We're not doing that.
He's loading the map, buying time to figure out how to say no to this that makes sense with the story.
No. You guys are going to. Oh, Lady Zadza's dead now.
Look, she's
not here.
back. Aw.
Told you she wasn't dead.
So we got Katie Holmes in here. Trump, the Baku's in here.
Hey,
Dr.
guys.
Frank?
Thomas, I think you need to go around and just check everybody to make sure we don't have another shapeshifter. Now that we have a litmus test.
Hopper's at the desk.
Yep, Hopper's at the front desk.
Oi, Hopper!
Snort this.
What the fuck? You never sounded like that before. What the hell are you doing?
Oh, sorry, it's just me accents coming out now that I've been here and just a little bit comfortable. Anyways, Pocus Land!
You are freaking me out, man. Oh, cocaine?
Hey.
Yeah. I'll smell that.
Oh, cocaine, yeah.
He takes
Hopper,
a
what
big
does this
snort,
smell like?
and then he sits up really, really straight with a huge eyes, and then he just conks over, slams his head on the desk, passed out.
Hey, he's real. Oh, we know Trump's real. Last time he disappeared when we gave him some.
How long do they usually stay out for? Just a few seconds, right?
Yeah, whatever we want to say narratively.
Okay.
See what's up.
Hopper's actually not slept in 48 hours, so he might stay asleep for a little while. He's been on a bender.
Found a perfect way to end it.
So, yeah, you want to hit Katie Holmes with your pocket sand?
All right, Katie Holmes. Here's a little pocket sand for you.
Just take a sniff, a little sniff.
She takes a little sniff and then sneezes, and then she stumbles backwards and sits down in a chair. She's like, "What is this? This is snoring."
Trump is still jumping around my legs trying to get some more.
Absolutely, it's like catnip to him. He wants it.
All right, last time you disappeared for a little bit. And they thought that you died. But here's just a little sniff for you.
Oh man, he's gonna go ballistic. But yeah, he sniffs it, and then he just disappears.
He came back last time.
Let me. Yeah, we're not worried. I'm gonna go in and check to see, make sure Frank is still Frank.
Sure, yeah. Dr. Frankenstein, the
Mhm.
alarm clock that you found at Burke Jocka's house. He's
Mhm.
got wheels and a chassis now. He's being worked on by Harold. Harold's souping him up. He looks like a monster truck.
I tell him to sniff this.
Harold or Dr. Frankenstein.
Dr. Frankenstein. I'm not gonna trust Harold. I mean, like, honestly, if they get shapeshifted into Harold, we're already screwed.
Right. Well, the Dr. Frankenstein head thing, it sniffs it and then it gets drowsy. And then he starts like scooting backwards on his remote control tire wheels.
I'm going to
just
turn.
starts rolling, just starts pushing into a wall, just boom, boom.
Yeah, just drives straight into a wall, like my fucking kids driving a remote control car. Backs up a little bit and scoots forward, backs up and scoots forward.
I'm going to turn to Harold and say, we've got this sand that puts people to sleep and make sure that they're real and not shapeshifters from another dimension. You want some?
But I'm a shapeshifter from another dimension.
Everyone else
there's
is
no
getting
point.
it. Everyone else is getting it. You might get a kick off of it.
We just didn't want you to feel left out, Harold.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll take a bump. Harold takes a bump and it does not affect him whatsoever. And he's like, "Where'd you get this shit? It's crap. I don't think it's gonna work." I hope you didn't pay a lot of money for it.
Oh, we vacuumed it up after we exploded a couple of people.
It does.
It was
It
free.
tastes like vacuum lint. Actually, that's what it tastes like.
You know anyone who used to date Lady Zaza from like 40 years ago? Maybe rhymes with
It's
Gimp.
what dreams are made of.
It's what dreams are made of.
Right. Well, I haven't been here that long. I don't know too much about Lady Zaza. Or really this
I thought for sure Harold was going to say, "Yeah, I used to."
Well, we fucked around a little bit, but no. Harold's just he hasn't been a part of this universe that long.
That is worth a try. I'm sorry my sand didn't get your jingles off.
That's okay, Thomas. And by the way, love the accent.
They never got past handies.
She just wasn't into the tentacle
I'm all
porn.
in. This is the new Thomas. It's the new Thomas it has always been.
Gotta wake Katie up. We gotta go rob a train. Let's get the motorcycles.
Yeah, Katie's slumped over here in the chair.
I suspect she'd probably wake up when Trump comes back. But, excuse me, Ms. Holmes. Ms. Holmes.
And she wakes up and she's like, I was having a nightmare. Thank you for waking me up.
You want to jump on the train to where souls go to hell?
Kind of nightmare.
We'd like to try to save Lady Zaza.
You want to go now? When did Zaza die?
Like 2 or 3 hours ago.
Yeah, then we gotta go now.
Then let's go.
Okay. What are we taking?
I've got a
Bikes.
death cycle.
Yeah, I
gonna
think we
take-
should go on the motorcycles.
You gonna take motorcycles?
My motorcycle's been tricked out and has guns. Hell yeah, I want to use it to rob a train.
All right.
I'm gonna go wake Hopper up, just because she said she was having nightmares. So we don't really need Hopper to have a nightmare and get himself killed.
Right?
Okay. Yeah, you walk
That's good
into this
thinking.
room and Hopper is fitfully on the table. He's bleeding from the eyes and his nose. He's it's like he's in pain, immense amount of pain.
Yeah, I'll wake him up.
Thomas, look what you did.
You gave
You
him too
told me
much.
to. Well, you shouldn't have sniffed it up like that.
I'm gonna open the desk drawer. Pull out some cocaine, and just pour it on his face. That should wake him right up.
Use your magic and blow it straight into his nose.
Oh, good point. No, that's a bad point. You don't know that's a good way to explode his head. You ever blow into someone's orifice?
Yeah, don't put bubbles in their blood.
Anyway, I apply a copious amount of cocaine to his gums and wake him up.
So he wakes up screaming and thrashing about, and he's like, he's there, he's right there, and he points over to something that he can only see until you guys turn around, and sure enough, there's that big fucking green thing that you guys had run into before. It's one of these dream creatures. It looks like it's kind of apparated out of Hopper the Goblin's dreams here. Just into the room that you guys are standing in, it appears beyond your threshold. Super not cool. And it's here. And it jumps out. It's behind Victor. So we're going to start combat with this thing kind of jumping on Victor, trying to get the jump on him. I don't think that he's going to do very much damage to you, Victor, but...
Can I oppose it? I'd like to
you sure can.
ignite my blade and stick him on it.
Yeah, so that's what happens because he rolled very, very poorly for this jumping attack. So he thinks he gets the jump on you, but this is how it works. You've woken up Hopper just in time for Hopper to be like, he's there right behind you, and he does not get this sneak attack. Victor, you turn this around on him, and before he can even realize it, you've killed this creature on your blade. And it looks at you menacingly and says, I'll be back. And then it just dissolves into dream sand.
Hopper, maybe no more video games for you. That's
No, I don't want to sleep. I've been trying not to sleep because...
yeah. Stay on that cocaine. Get some more cocaine here, buddy.
Thomas,
thank
vacuum.
you.
I'll put a line out for him.
Oh, man. Okay, thanks.
Okay, so our litmus test, not a good idea.
We have a train to rob, guys.
Oh, that's a
Right.
good idea. Hopper or Trump can help Hopper, right? You'd suck the bad dreams again.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, Trump's going to come up and just kind of sit next to Hopper. Hopper's going to pet him. And you guys are going to head out with 80 Holmes.
Yeah, we're gonna catch the hell train.
Yeah.
Catch the hell train.
We had so much fun doing it last time, so that's obviously better.
All right, back to a familiar season 1 place. So basically, you guys all get on separate motorcycles, except Katie's going to have to ride with somebody. Who wants Katie?
I mean, she can ride with me if she wants, but I figured she might want to ride with Malcolm, especially since the first thing he's going to do is jump off his motorcycle.
Good
Fair.
point.
Although it is self-driving.
Okay. Mine has a sort of autopilot too. I don't know how well it's going to work in this scenario. But Razzo is is Thomas's motorcycle. Oh no, you're using one of the Goater cycles, aren't you?
Yeah, that's the one that
No,
originally
he's got the Valkyrie.
Yeah.
it came from here. We drove it back.
So I guess it really doesn't matter actually. It can be any one of us.
Yeah, I don't want Razzo to go to the death place. It might scare him.
The original van's still here. All right, so kind of reminiscence of last time. You guys head to it was the train station in the city, and from there, Katie Holmes opens a way into the Never Never. But this is part of the Never Never that transports souls down in the downward direction. So Katie opens this way or portal, and you guys come out in the wastelands where it's just dead things. And right through the wastelands is this ghost train that's running southbound. We just keep it vague. So you guys head out on your motorcycles. Let me get you guys on the map. So we've got, this is Victor's. Thomas is on the Valkyrie. Katie is riding on the, is it the Goater cycle? With Malcolm?
I think we determined that it doesn't matter because they're all self-driving. But I guess it would be up to her. She's not she's not really a combat person. If I remember last time, she stayed out of the fight the whole time.
Yeah, she's kind of needed to get you guys back. Well, she thinks so. You guys do have the chalk.
Yeah.
You could get back if you wanted to.
With that said, I've got guns on mine, and I'm itching to see how they work.
Right? All right, so since I can't get a token to point that way, I'm going to start you guys off in this direction.
I was going to say, we need to make mirror copies of those.
And I'm going to spin the train around.
Yeah, look at that. That's actually really cool that all stays together.
And there we go. All right, so after what seems like an eternity driving through the wastelands, you guys come up on a ghost train. At least the back end of it, the caboose. And you guys can see it up in the distance. There's dust blowing out. And around this time last time, when you guys saw the train, you guys were jumped by like some hellscape-ish post-apocalyptic wastelanders or some shit, but you don't see them now.
No. Okay. Well, I guess we're going to catch up to the train then.
Okay. So, who's taking lead here?
I'm going to try to catch up to the train, but I'm not going to immediately jump on it. A, because I know that is a Malcolm and Thomas thing to do close quarters, and B, because I really want to get to use my motorcycle mounted Gatling guns, my death bite guns. So I'm kind of waiting for the opportunity to do that.
Yeah. As you get closer to the back of the train, there are these guards on the train that look like World War II Nazis.
Yeah.
And they pull out old Tommy guns and they just start shooting them at you.
That is,
you can hear
unfortunate for them. Because that's a +6. As I just bank left and hold down the trigger.
Awesome. Yeah, you just nail all three of these train guards. and they fall off the train, and they die. Excellent.
Coast is clear, guys. Go have fun.
The ghost is clear.
The ghost is clear. Yeah. You could kind of hear what Victor said over his maniacal cackling.
All right, who's up next? I think Malcolm's itching to go.
I pull up alongside the train. Do we remember which car had the?
It was all the
Which
way in the
car had-
front.
All right. Yeah. So I'm gonna zip all the way up to the front then, if I can. Do I need a drive check? What do you need from me?
Yeah, give me. So as you're driving up, you're gonna take some shots from these train guards that are on this side of the train. They're in between cars, so as you pass by cars, they're gonna take some shots at you. That guy's not going to. This guy will.
Is there so I can drive my motorcycle up walls?
Okay.
I want to get on top of the train. That seems like you're gonna have a lot harder time shooting me if I get on top of the train.
So
And
I love a scene where you like hit a dune and you're just
Yeah.
flying and you do like the Superman pose, the motocross stunt. Yeah. All right, so give me a roll so you can jump on top of this train.
Are we using? What am I using for that?
Dude, whatever you want to narratively.
That sounds pretty flary.
It does seem pretty flary to me.
Yeah, that works. So that's a. Is this a social encounter?
No.
Okay, that's worth a shot.
Maybe on the back of your bike, Katie Holmes is like, "Oh yeah," and then it's social.
Well, without that, that is a 6.
All right, I'll say that you successfully land your goater cycle on the roof of the moving hellbound train. So cool when you say it like that. And you start driving towards the front engine.
AC/DC's newest song, "Go Straight to Hell."
It's cheaper than the highway to hell.
Yes,
'Cause gas is so damn expensive.
it is.
But you don't get to collect $200.
No, but it's
Pesco.
public transport. You got to put up with everybody else on the damn thing. All right, who do you want to go next, Malcolm?
Us.
So Thomas is going to do the same thing where we attack the back and make people start coming to the back, so there's less people at the front, and he's going to wheelie onto the back of the train. So he's just as his back tire is bouncing real big, and he's going to jump off the bike, pull his sword out, and land like pretty cool ninja style. Probably going to do a front roll into there and have sword drawn as he breaks through that back door.
Hell yeah. I love the scene. Yes, let's do this. It sounds like flaring too, but whatever you want to roll.
I mean, I had to go through a door, so I'm going to go pretty forcefully.
Okay.
That's a +6 forceful.
Nice. The wings on the front of your Valkyrie cycle open up and, the bike steers itself and gets out of the way.
The wings open up and I use them as feet as it's staring itself off.
Oh, there you go. And you're now successfully through the back door of the caboose of the train, and you see lost souls back here. People that they're kind of freaking out. Some of them are just staring off into space. Some of them are like, "Why? Why me? What is this place?" And as you come through, you gain their attention. They're gonna be like, "What? How'd you get on this train? What are you doing?"
Just looking for Lady Zaza. You guys know Lady Zaza, and I'm looking at people as I'm walking past them.
Hey, don't see her back here. But this train guard here, he opens the door and he's like, You're not supposed to be here. And he levels a Tommy gun at you and starts pulling the trigger. We're going to resolve that after we resolve Victor's turn.
Oh, I really appreciate that, because what's going to happen is Victor's going to roll up here, take his sidearm, and shoot that guy through the window. Hopefully taking him out before he can shoot Thomas with a Tommy gun.
That'd be a pretty funny scene too. It's just like, oh yeah, and it's like this half zombie looking Nazi guy is just walking up on Thomas and his fucking head explodes out of nowhere.
Which is pretty much what happens with a +7.
All right, Thomas, you're not worried about this guy anymore. His head just disappears, and you just you step over him.
All the people in the train car think Thomas just killed him with his mind.
Yeah, right. Yeah, they just they stop asking him questions, like
Thomas knelt down to like try to give himself a little bit of cover, and then head explodes, and then looks back up and just keeps going. It's that bump on the ceiling. Boom, boom.
Yeah, it's that's Malcolm. Malcolm's driving his motorcycle across the ceiling. Malcolm, how far up do you want to go? You want to go all the way up?
Yeah. Yeah, gonna go all the way to the front where they were last time.
All right. Can you give me a roll, or are you away from your PC?
I am heading back there now.
I just want to make sure that you're not going to fall off the train or anything.
Of course.
Thomas's Valkyrie bike is driving itself way out here, just pacing the train with you guys.
Victor's having the time of his life. He seems to really enjoy this kind of thing.
Victor's like, I did this train once. I'm going to do it better this time.
Yeah, that's right. It's kind of like when you're in Red Dead and you're like, oh, I already know how to do this. This is fun now.
6.
Yep.
Yeah, you're not going to fall off the train, but you're going to realize that you get to the front car, and now you're going to have to get off your bike and do some walking.
They're not in the front.
So you're on top of the car. You're going to
Yeah.
have to figure out if she's in the car.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'll get off my bike and open the ceiling.
Oh, I see. Okay. All right, we'll work on that next round. You get up there. You're on the top car.
Yep.
Victor, what do you want to do?
I'm going to keep pace with Thomas just to make
Okay.
sure nobody, like, first off, we're trying to provide a distraction. So I'm going to provide a distraction, but I kind of want to hold and cover Thomas. If any guards get to the point where they're going to be able to hit him, I just want to pop him through the window. But when I realize that, I'm assuming this part is armored from the diagram.
Yeah, so there are like 3 prisoner cars that you guys knew of last time. This one, and this one. So like those are the VIP cars, so to
Yeah.
speak. They're the ones that Satan really wants those souls.
So I'm gonna, if I can't get a shot, because I'm not gonna see through, like there's a window here and a window here, and if I can't get a shot through there, or if Thomas doesn't need me, that's why I kind of wanted to hold action. Then I'll sweep the machine guns against the train guards up here. But I think Thomas should go first, and then if I get an opportunity, I'll do my roll to protect him. But we are trying to create a ruckus, so
Right.
you know. The other thing I'm looking for is I'm watching Katie up there on the back of that bike to see if she falls.
Okay.
I also want to preface that I'm prepping that too in case I have to, leap into action.
I gotcha. So Malcolm, I saw that you brought the motorcycle back, but this is the car that you were on towards the front of the train.
Oh, I went the wrong direction.
Yeah. So you're on top of this one here.
Oh, this one's got coal in it. Gotcha.
Yeah, that's the engine right there. That's why it's on fire. All right, so yeah, you're on top of the first prisoner car, and now Victor and Thomas, they're basically pacing each other. Victor, this armored, the prisoner car here, it doesn't really have, like, it does have a window, but it's barred and stuff. You could try to shoot through it and get this guard. And you could time it so that you get the guard before Thomas walks through. But let's say,
Yeah.
Thomas, you're walking through this door, and this Nazi guard is right around the corner.
I have my sword drawn because samurai swords not too good in close combat. So that is what's leading in front of me, and he comes around the corner and thinks he's gonna like bump into a shoulder, but instead he bumps into the very sharp blade.
All right.
Use anatomical knowledge too, and sever his whole head off. With a +7.
Snicker snack. You slice the train guard's head off. And the Nazi takes a dive. You move up past him, and there's 3 cells here. They all have like people in them, but none of them are Zadza. And as you come up here, this train guard pops around, and he's going to try to shoot at you with his Tommy gun. And I think, Victor, if you want to pop this guy through, it's going to be a hard shot, or you can try to get these 2 guys here on the back of this train car.
Okay. I'll take the 2 guys on the back platform.
All right, give me 2 rolls, and Thomas, you give me your roll for this train guard, and we'll just we'll take care of it all in one go.
I get to attack him first.
Yeah, you're gonna like ninja or samurai run, down this corridor.
Yep. I'm just sprinting as fast as I can. Sword is straight ahead. Like my head doesn't move, but I'm just like right behind it the whole time. He gets that gun out, and I'm going to slice through his arms with a +6, and hopefully the gun drops straight to the floor.
I got a 7 and a 5.
Yeah, that definitely happens. All 3 of these guys, this guy especially, he's gonna fall and get run over by the iron wheels of the train. This guy is going to just crumple after getting shot in the spine. And Thomas, you killed this train guard with your sword. Malcolm, you have successfully made a hole.
Nope. I said
Nope?
I was going to look for a hole. Upon further, as I walk over to the edge here, I realize that there's already a door. So I just I stay on top of the train, but I get on my stomach. I lean over and I knock on the door. Right here, this door.
That's
The one
hilarious.
between the engine and
Yes.
the first car.
Yes, I knock on the door, but I'm not down there. I'm
Right.
hanging down. And then, as he walks out, I just push him off the train.
Okay, that happens.
Yep. Then I knock again.
This guard's like, I won't fall for that, and he stays inside, but the door is open now. It says it in German.
I make up some German words that sound like "Arg, help me."
Yeah, I know that this is where it's gonna go, so it just happens.
wanna
This train
try-
guard
you wanna
comes
try and
out.
check?
Nope, you grab him. You
Yeah.
throw him. It's done.
Yeah. I
Cool.
just wanted to see him get run over by the train.
That happens. It totally. He goes right underneath the iron wheels. Click clack, click clack.
And then I hop down, get in the train.
So you do like this cool little flippy do thing and come off your belly from the roof and inside the car. This armored car has 3 cells. You walk up to the first one, and it's got a little girl in it. She looks like the girl from every Japanese horror movie you've ever seen. It's like her black hair is over her face. She's just standing there creepily.
Right. So she's gonna stay in there. That's what I'm getting from that.
Okay.
Took me a second to place it, but yeah, I got it. Yeah, she stays right there. Next
The
one.
second one is a dwarven clown. Very small clown. He's dancing. but slowly. Like
Yep.
you ever danced in a.
Nope.
All right, this third one's got Lady Zadza on it.
Right, I opened the door.
She's like, "What? You're not going to save the other guys?"
No. No midget clowns and no creepy ring girls.
Are you gonna tell us that you found her?
Yeah. I'll tell you guys. I don't know if radio works here, but I use it.
I mean, assuming he can communicate with us, I'm going to run the bike. I'm going to skip all the rest of these cars and run the bike straight up there.
Okay, yeah. You get it all the way up.
Can he get there in time for me to just poke my head out of this door and push 2 more people off the train?
Yeah, I mean, like,
How
I'm
else am I
figuring.
supposed to know where to go?
Because you'll see bodies falling off the train.
It's just this guy goes, "Ah!" and flies off like into the fucking. I mean, into the desert.
There's no radio here. I just see that and I'm like, oh, that's obviously where he is.
Yeah.
My smoke signal.
Wilhelm
Nazis
scream.
off a train.
There's too many motherfucking Nazis on this motherfucking train.
A lot less now.
All right. So you've successfully gotten Lady Zadza. And she's like, I did not expect to see you at all. Oh my god, thank you so much.
You're not
I don't know if
saved
you've
yet.
heard the phrase "the devil you know," but it turns out the devil we don't know is probably way, way worse.
Yeah, plus you owe us a favor.
Yeah, you owe us a favor. You didn't think your death was going to get out of that, did you?
I'll be honest, I thought that I wouldn't be owing anybody on Earth favors ever again. I thought that this was it for me.
Yeah.
Let's get her on the bike and get the hell out of here.
Yeah, so you peel away with the hot blonde on the back of a bike, Katie Holmes on the back of a bike, and basically you guys all meet up with Thomas, your Valkyrie comes flying out of the desert, and it comes and picks you up, and then the 4 or 5 of you, 5, head back towards, northbound. Until Katie can open up a way and get you guys back to New Detroit.
Just Nazi zombies just all along the desert getting back up going, what happened?
Yep. Well, the thing is, I don't think they can die. So, like...
Yeah, no, that's why they're getting back up.
Yeah, now they're just...
This has already happened to him once. Now it happened to him twice. And the third time...
Right.
One guy's got train tracks going up and down his torso.
Yeah. They, whoever owns this train is going to have to beef up security. This is not good enough.
Yep, we know how our GM is going to spend one of his prep days from now. He's not even going to have a need for this map, and he's going to completely revamp it, just in case.
I don't know what I'm going to do. All right, so you guys get back to... You come back flying through the train tunnels, and you're back into the familiar New Detroit air. And it's now about 6 o'clock in the morning. You guys have been up all night fighting tooth fairies, and then going to an investigation, and then going to the brinks of hell and back. And where are you headed next with Lady Zadza? Are you going back to Trinity Solutions? Or are you going to take her back to her apartment?
I think we're going to go back to her apartment.
I think we have to go back to her apartment. I think Katie's got to do something to put her back in her body.
Yeah, 100%. Okay, so we do that. Mayor Buttocks, you're not here.
No.
All right. Well, I think we can hand wave this. You guys get her into her body, Lady Zadza and Katie Holmes. Katie Holmes does a little ectomancer magic. The soul comes back into the body. Her body is still emaciated when she comes back, so she doesn't come back with like
health,
full powers and health and everything.
We call the twins and be like, now you really have to like do your jobs, right?
They are extremely surprised that this has gone this way, and they're extremely grateful for you guys to bring their queen back. Lady Zaza says, okay, now owe you like a lot, like at least a favor. You know what?
I think you should start with what's your connection to the Council of 13.
You mean the rats?
Yes.
Yep.
Although we didn't expect you to call them that since you had a picture of them in your bedroom. Also, did we have a meeting with you like 2 days ago?
No, I haven't seen you guys in a while.
That's what I
Weird,
thought
you hired
you'd
us
say.
for a mission.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, after that, I didn't see you guys again.
Oh, so you did hire us for the initial part. You just weren't there at the end of it. Okay.
Yeah.
So we met with you, and I use air quotes, 2 days ago to resolve that whole mission.
How'd it go?
Well, amongst the things that happened were, you owed us a favor, and I gave you, once again, air quotes, a copy of the only recording that could tie one of your gentlemen here to the murder of the individual that you sent us after.
It was Bert Jocko, though, right?
It was Bert. Well, I can't remember if that was the truth or not.
That's the truth.
Then yes.
Okay. Well, my mind's kind of blown that you guys brought me back from hell. So I'm going to level with you. I'm going to tell you what I think is going on here. I was romantically involved with the son of Dreams. He is a very powerful fae. Actually, he's pretty much the most powerful dreamer out there. He's a dream lord. But a while ago, probably 50, 60 years ago, we had a fling here in the real world where we could both be flirtatious and not have to really deal with too much of the politics of fairy. But it turns out that once a spoiled child, always a spoiled child, and I couldn't stand him for more than 15 minutes at a time. So I broke it off, and he was very upset. While we were dating, he told me about the Voynich manuscript. And it's a book that was written a while ago, and no one really knew what the book was about. But it turns out that the book is a way to control dreams, and more specifically, to control dreamland creatures. If you can utilize the book's alphabet and vocabulary and the things that are in there, like the plants and all of the medicinal things, that entire book was written about dreamland. So I was told about it, and years and years went by, and I met Bert, the necromancer. Um, he came to me asking me for help. He wanted to ascend in power. He was done with necromancy. He wanted something new and challenging. So I hinted that the Voynich manuscript was important. He figured it out on his own from there. But I think that I might have set off my old boyfriend. I think that this is an entire revenge plot that we're all caught up in now. And I'm so sorry for bringing you guys into this, because he's crazy. He will kill your friends, your family. There's no way to stop him unless you want to just not sleep. I'm sorry.
You mean properly to say not dream. If hypothetically we didn't dream, we could still sleep.
or we, deal with him.
But we're going to do that. But in the meantime, we might have to take a nap. And we happen to have a way of doing that without dreaming.
If you do, that's probably the best way. You're gonna have to protect yourselves and your family members and your loved ones. You're gonna have to make sure that they don't sleep because he's gonna get to you. He's gonna find you and get to you. If he already knows who you are. He's already fucking with you.
Yeah, we kind of figured that. That's why we're going to kill him. See, if he'd just left us out of this, you'd be dead, and he'd be
Question.
getting away with it.
If he's mad at you for the Burt Jaka thing, why did he involve us?
I'm afraid that I involved you by having you guys go and investigate the Burt Jaka murder. I think that's where he figured out who you were.
Huh. I get that he figured out who you were. I just don't get why he fixated on us. Because clearly, he's like after that, he's really gone after us.
Well, like I said, he's a little nuts, and maybe he thinks that I'm romantically involved with one of you. I'm not sure. He is crazy.
All right. Well, do you know where he lives? We'll just head over there and have a talk.
I've never been to his house. I know that he lives somewhere deep within Dreamland in the Never Never. It's guarded by these dream guardians. You're gonna have to. It's a trip. Like there's no shortcut to the castle, so to speak.
He wears this medallion around his neck, green, like
Copper,
like copper. Is that important to him?
I'm pretty sure it was a gift from his father. He always wore it, but I never actually seen him with it off. So I know it was very important to him.
Interesting. Good. It's good to know.
Do you remember dying last night, early this morning?
Yes, I do.
Do you remember fighting somebody?
I remember fighting you guys actually, but I figured it out. It wasn't you pretty quickly.
Okay. I think we need to lure this guy out and take Malcolm's approach to this problem.
Oh, we could just go there.
You think we can just... But she said she didn't know where it is.
So like it's the Never Never, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we just have to figure out like what part of the real world the dream part of the Never Never would exist in, and just go there and draw a door.
It's not that simple. I wish
Like-
it was, but it's not.
It's always that simple.
If you're sleeping, you draw a circle on your mind and jump through that hole. That's how you get to the dreams, right?
We don't have to dream together, though.
Also, that sounds maybe like it would hurt.
No. He's right. Hold up. That's a solid plan there. If we all linked ourselves in a dream, all right, can be done. And then in the dream, we draw a door with the chalk. It should take us to the dreamland.
This is a creature that controls dreams and can manipulate reality around him.
Yeah.
If you went into his domain, I don't think it'll turn out very good for you.
I also was not a plan of going onto his battlefield. I want to lure him
I'm
out.
just saying, look, if you go to dude's house and whip his ass in his own house, he will no longer want to fuck with you.
Well, that's
yes,
very
but
true.
If you go to dude's house and you try to whip his ass and he pulls out a 12-gauge shotgun and gut shots you, most people just die.
I mean, yeah, I'm not saying that there's not risk involved.
I think we have this medallion, and if we could somehow use this as bait, he will come back for this. So we put it somewhere on a battleground of our choosing, and not just us. We bring every ally we can, and then we annihilate this mofo.
Yeah, I'm good with that too.
I mean, the Burka guy built a trap with the Voynich manuscript.
Yeah, and how'd that work out for him? If I remember correctly, he had like a black hole ward on that door.
Yeah, all of his trap worked really well. It actually caught the thing he was looking for. He then just got, he probably fell asleep, and the same thing that killed Lady Zaza killed him. So it was like manipulation of reality around it. But he just caught a guardian. Like if we're trying to catch the Lord, we just need a different trap from the book.
You think you know that manuscript well enough to reassemble this trap?
It'd be we could try.
I have no idea how to do it. So I don't know what. I'll help with the actual fighting part.
Alternatively, we probably could use that location as a way to get into the dream world, since it clearly had a link to it. I know you guys don't want to go there.
We also bombed that place pretty bad.
Yeah, we did. But it would still be linked to it.
No.
I mean, if you really don't want to go there, we could just open a doorway there and just start dropping nukes in.
Just destroying people's dreams.
I think we're missing a piece of expertise here that we need.
Oh yeah, we need a dreamomancer.
No, and if that is the thing that exists, then yes. But I was more thinking you should call Dad.
Oh yeah, I can do that. I text Dad. Hey, what do you know about the King of Dreams?
The fuck you do to Ares' son? He texts back immediately. It's like, do you have any idea the shit that I'm in now? Like, this guy's coming for you.
Who?
Ares' son. You fucked with some of his cultists, like, not a couple days ago. Do you not remember any of this?
Yeah, they kidnapped one of our guys and said if we wanted to see him alive, we had to come down to the pier. And we got down there and they started trying to kill us, so we it didn't go well for them.
Oh my god. Okay, you're not going to fight this guy like in the city, right? Like that would be a really bad idea. Tons of innocent people would die.
I wasn't intending to fight him.
Oh, he's going to fight you.
He's not even on my agenda right now.
He's coming for you. Like that's what I'm telling. I'm warning you. I guess not really a warning, just a heads up. Ares' son is coming for you.
Can we tell him? Can we like put this off on a different date? Like I'm busy right now. I got the King of Dreams up my ass.
He kind of pauses after that. He's like, you've got the King of Dreams up your ass?
I mean, not literally, but you know, he's I guess his ex-girlfriend hired us to investigate something, and then he's decided that he wants to kill us. I don't really understand the way some people think. So, but yeah, I want to go to his house and beat his ass, but my friends are like, that's a suicide mission, and they want to set up a trap.
Okay, son, I'm going to say this. I hope that you understand where I'm coming from. I'm Odin.
Got it.
Mab is Mab.
Right.
The man that controls dreams is a force of nature. And if you're after him, you're on a power level above and beyond what you are normally messing with.
Well, I mean, I'm not really after him. He's after us. He's been sending shapeshifters and shit.
All right, that doesn't really sound like the dream that I know.
It's the sun.
So maybe the shapeshifters. Oh wait, it's the son of the dream guy.
Okay, that makes a little bit more sense.
Oh yeah, okay, I got you. So this is like not as, but more on my level then.
That's true. That's true. And it's a load off in my mind because believe me, if you piss off like a primordial power, yeah, immortal, that's not good. But sun, yeah, definitely, you can all day, every day.
Can I go to his house and do it, or should I lure him out?
I hope that you would be smart enough to realize that you want to fight somebody on your terms, not theirs.
Look, I understand that tactically speaking, that is a much better way to go. But if you want to convince someone that you are not to be trifled with, you go to their house and beat their ass. See, like, because if you beat them on their turf, then they know that they're not going to be safe anywhere else, and they're just going to leave you alone.
In the history of everything, when you go to someone else's house to try to fuck with them, they usually whoop your ass.
I understand, but if you whip their ass, then they know.
The precedent's just not there.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
We'll go with Victor's idea. Fine. Anyway, can you tell Aries to like tell us kids to like send me an invitation RSVP? I'll respond. We'll get together.
I will. I'll do what I can.
Yeah, like I'm all down. I'm always down for a little duel or whatever it is
Sparring?
he wants. Yeah, a little sparring.
Yeah.
I got a lot on my plate right now. I can't fit him in.
Okay. Yeah, I'll see what I can do.
What's his deal anyway? Why is he after me?
What? Ares' son?
Yeah.
I think he sees you as a challenge.
Oh, that's fair.
A lot of these guys, especially Ares, Greek God of War guy, very insecure.
Yeah.
All of his kids are pretty insecure too.
Makes sense.
So he's got more than one too. This guy, I think his name's Damon something. But anyway, good luck. I wish you the best. When are you coming around to say hi, see me? Maybe take a couple drinks? I know you're busy. You said you were busy.
Yeah. We're trying to deal with the dream thing. And anytime after, I'm just gonna clear my plate.
Okay. Hey, right around Halloween, I think that I might go hunting. If you want to come with me.
Yeah, absolutely. I've never been hunting.
Oh yeah.
Sounds like something I'd want to do, but I've never done it.
Okay. Yeah. You like dogs?
Oh yeah, I love dogs.
Good. You might be a dog. And he hangs up.
All right. So yeah, Dad said we should definitely not go to his house.
Knew it like Dad.
Yeah, me too.
So we need to lure him out. We got this medallion thing. He wants it. All we got to do is figure out how to tell him that we have it.
I've been looking at the Jaka's notes, and I'm. He's also just for a second. Can I try something? You're pretty emaciated right now. I'd like to carve this magical word into your skin and see if it makes you feel better.
And she's gonna cock an eyebrow at you.
Well, so you've got the word on your chest right there. No, not looking too deep, but it says siphon. So I'd like to carve restore. You're very powerful, and I know you could restore your own self, but this would prove us that we can try to use this drain magic to help us.
She's going to agree. This is a good test to see if you can get it all together. So, and this is going to be a challenge for you because you haven't read the Dresden books, but there's going to be 3 steps to this magic ritual spell. Tell me what you think the 3 steps are going to be to make this happen for you.
Step number 1 is I have a bunch of magical sand, so I'm going to hold that and I'm going to think about that. Step number 2, I'm going to carve the letters into her body that spell restore. Step number 3, I'm still going to hold my sand and I'm going to even throw some sand on there, and then I'm going to say the word restore out loud.
You gonna say
all the time listening to polka because that comforts me.
Okay. Victor, you know a little bit more about magic. You want to step in here and help? Or Malcolm, you want to try to help with this role
So I've
by
stayed
suggesting something?
I've stayed away from this manual. I've stayed away from this manual because I don't think Redicus is comfortable with it, but I will help in any traditional magical ways if Thomas asks. Realize that like Redicus's realm of magic is incredibly narrow. He's like a one-off where he can build constructs with magic. So he's out of his depth and he knows it.
As I'm doing all of those things, I'm looking at both of my buddies that know more about magic than I do. And it's magical spells. I've never cast anything before. Is this normally how you do it? Malcolm, you make lightning all the time.
I don't really cast it. It's like a birthright thing. Like I just have it. But I guess if I was going to give you advice, I'd say you want to, you got to feel it.
I mean,
I don't know.
all my constructs are like really prepared ritual things that I've just learned to do through like many different practices. So I've rehearsed it all a lot before I like tried to do it.
Yeah, but you tried it one time, the very first time. What do you have to do? There's 3 steps.
The first time I tried to summon this blade, I cut a table in half.
Is Katie Holmes still here with you guys?
Absolutely.
All right, she's going to step up. She's going to help you out a little bit, Thomas. She's going to say, okay, just calm down. Breathe. The first thing that we want to do is draw a circle. We're going to get you and Lady Zadza inside the circle. That way, if anything happens, the circle's going to ground it out, okay? So you're either going to be safe or we're going to be safe, depending on how this goes. So you get Lady Zadza down. How are you carving this into her?
I've got a scalpel.
Okay, you do it with a scalpel.
My favorite scalpel.
Zadza, as you cut into her, she lets out a little moan.
Oh shit!
It's a little unsettling.
Don't let her touch your skin.
She's really kind of enjoying this a little too much. You write onto her restore, and then you say the words. Victor and Malcolm. Thomas says this shit in Voynich language. Inside Thomas's head, he's saying it in English, but you guys hear this as some crazy foreign language that you don't know too well. And right in front of you, the words, the alphabet that's etched into Zadza turns green, and her skin starts to inflate, and her body becomes less pale and pallid, and she becomes the Zadza, even with lustrous hair and makeup. She sits up and she's like, whew, I feel so much better. And she grabs you, Thomas, and she goes to kiss you.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's where I'll step in. I'll just like collar him right out. You know, like you pick up a kitten.
Yeah, and I will, without touching her skin, try to body block Miss Zaza from making any contact with him. Although it would have been an interesting test, because it suddenly occurs to me, what if restore means she's not a vampire?
It's okay. We're not going to find that out that way.
So you collar Thomas, you get him out of the circle, and Lady Zadza is still inside. But you have broken the circle by getting Thomas out of it, and dragging him across.
No, I don't drag him.
Well, yeah, you pull his ass across.
Him up. That's where
any physical.
I'm arm blocking Zaza.
Yeah. So she stands up and she stretches, and she's showing a lot of skin. She notices that you notice, and she says, "You boys have been amazing. I cannot thank you enough. I owe you my life, and anything that I can do to help, please let me know. Any time."
You just don't let the magical wraith take over our city. We just don't want him here. This guy's a dick.
The guy is a dick. I'm sorry that you know him.
We
I don't
don't
want him
really
here.
know him. We just, we know
So
of
listen,
him.
it's kind of concerning to me that if I had died last night the way that I was supposed to, the city would have actually, well, half of it goes to the Black Diamond. He's in a business relationship with me, so it wouldn't have been nearly as bad as it could have been.
I mean, maybe, but we all know, if someone comes in and gets half of something, they're going to want the rest of it.
Well, sure, but you know the Black Diamond. He doesn't seem like that kind of person that would take things over.
Wasn't worried about him.
Yeah, was referring to the Wraith family more than the Black Diamond.
Understood, yeah, 100%. We can be real vampires when it comes to business practices. So,
All right.
yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm going to stay in a different apartment for a little while we get that one cleaned up.
We're gonna go set a
thank
trap.
Thank you so much.
Actually, would you mind if we used your apartment? That might be a good place to set the trap. I look at my compatriots. What do you think?
That makes sense.
They've already been there.
I mean,
Yeah.
got to know this is where he was, and he wouldn't know that we've done what we've done just yet. Probably. Maybe.
We might trash the place if we do. I apologize.
I mean, it's already kind of trash.
I look around, I'm like, I don't think that's really going to be a problem, man.
Valid. Let's do it.
All right.
This would be the GM thinks we have time to do it, which I think we can probably wrap that up in 30 minutes. We could do that.
So the problem is this is going to be a super big main boss, and I don't know if we can wrap it up in 30 minutes.
I mean, the last boss only took like 30 minutes.
I get you. So this guy, I had plans for him where you actually go to Dream and Never Never and all that stuff.
But then you told us not to do that.
I said as Odin that it wasn't a very smart idea.
Mm-hmm.
He was banking on you being you and us not stopping you.
Right.
And that didn't
I tried
happen.
so hard to convince everyone to go there, and literally even the GM was telling me not to go there. Now you're like, but I made
Odin.
this awesome map if we wanted to go there.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you a secret about being a GM there, David. You don't ever want you want the players to make bad decisions sometimes, but you don't want them to look back and be like, "But you told us to do it." So he has to warn us that it's bad before he unleashes holy hell.
Yeah. And as you guys are leaving, hold on, where are we now? We're at
Zaza's apartment, I think.
Well, I know that you wanted to head there, right?
Well, I think.
Oh, yeah, because her body.
That's where her body was.
Okay.
So I think that we set it here, and then we have a fight right here in this apartment, and we may end up like I said. Hey, do you mind if we trash the place? They're like, oh yeah, it already is. I think we're gonna blow walls out. I'm gonna set C4. Like,
gotcha.
We're gonna trash the place.
All right, so let me bring up Zadza's apartment. Where did I put it? Right here. So we'll get dead Zaza out of here. Live Zaza.
No, you
is here.
you have to cover this one up. She's okay. We brought her back. She's alive.
Oh yeah, true.
Scribble.
Here, it matches that color.
Yeah, there you go.
She's not there. Do not look under the colors.
Nothing to see behind the curtain.
All right. So Zadza and the twins leave to go do vampire stuff. And they leave you four, Katie's here, in the bloody apartment. What is your plan? And actually, hold on. I'm going to switch to my phone, go outside and have a cigarette while you tell me what your plan is. So give me a second.
So Thomas, just to be clear, I want to know that you think you can use the Voynich manuscript to, like, summon this guy? Is that what you're thinking?
She said, oh, sorry. Oh, well, she said that it's just like random verbs. So I said restore and it made her better. So if we come up with other things like stop it right there, that's probably too many things. That's a lot. But like still, maybe it'd be still once he steps on whatever a still thing is. Or we can give like a sword if we could write sharp on it. Maybe it's super sharp and it just goes him right through.
I don't think we're going to have any problem killing him once we get him here. I think it's getting him here that's going to be a thing. We have this thing that is definitely, the medallion is definitely tied to him, like at a very deep level. And I suspect we can use magic to summon him using this.
Yeah, well, they had that other thing. We can try to build all that. It's a lot of stuff, though. I don't know if I could do it in one night.
Well,
Yeah, that seems a little far-fetched.
If we have to sleep, we just need to make sure we go back to the apartment and sleep. And at that moment, Redicus is going to go ahead and send a message to all the people he knows that need to be at the office. Forgot to do that earlier. You may want to consider having a sleepover at the office for your family, Thomas.
It's in the text right after you.
Okay.
Actually, I'm calling them on the phone.
Okay.
No, it's all right. You have to go there.
No, I've always sounded like this.
You don't remember me vowels.
So the plan right now is to just get all your family and friends to do sleepovers at Trinity Solutions.
Yes, so that they don't have any dreams while we're doing this. And
Gotcha.
We're gonna talk with Katie too. Like, I think we need to set up some kind of summoning ritual here, based on this medallion, to pull this individual back here, or to draw them here, or to make him think Zaza somehow lived and is here. That last part's probably the best way.
Well, I just used dream magic on Zaza to restore her. I don't know how dream magic works. Maybe he already knows.
It's true.
Maybe the next time Zaza sleeps, he'll know.
Oh, shit. The next time she goes to sleep, he will probably most certainly will know, but then she'll be in danger again. We may have to go rob another goddamn train.
Just tell her not to sleep.
I mean, hopefully she figured that out on her own.
I think she's a smart cookie. She'd figure that out. Don't dream until dream is dead.
All right, well, let's hear any other parts of the plan. I've said my piece.
I like your plan so far.
I'm gonna hit him with a hammer.
That's so unlike you. I'm just shocked.
Put a lot of thought into that plan.
I know it's incredibly complicated.
When you dream, does your hammer right there with you?
Always.
You think a dream hammer and a goer hammer are about the same?
We're not going into the dream world. It's a bad idea. Don't encourage him. We just talked him out of it.
Oh,
They're
sorry.
definitely identical. Nope, it's not true. Dream hammer's so much bigger.
Well, I can like try to write a message. It says, "We've got your amulet. It's right here. Come and get it."
If you think that'll work.
And then we can wrap it up in a sheet or a cloth with the message written on it.
Hey, so he's been writing siphon on his victims, right?
Yeah.
And sucking out. I assume that he's sucking out all their power, right?
Yeah.
So why don't we do that?
To him? Because
Yeah.
he'd have to be here. I think it's a great idea, but we're gonna have to pin him down and do it.
And we got to draw a circle around it. That's the thing I just learned about magic. You got circles.
You've seen me do that 100 times.
Let's just draw a circle around him. Can he jump into a circle?
No, that's the whole point of the circle.
Yeah. So you draw the circle after he gets in it, or you draw a part of most of the circle, and then
And
when
then,
he gets
then
in
you
it,
close it.
yeah.
Or
You draw the circle and then summon him into it.
Yes. That's actually, I think, the safest thing to do is to draw the circle and then summon him into it. I'm just not sure how to accomplish that last part. What does Katie think?
Well, when you summon demons, that's the best way to do it is to summon them into a circle and kind of trap them in there. In theory, a wizard's circle is strong enough to stop anything. I mean, you could.
Depends on the will that's behind it.
That's true too. Out of everybody here, I think will is not a problem. We have will in abundance.
Agreed.
Yes, but two of us would have to be. Actually, you could. Yeah, I don't know.
Question. What if, so we draw the circle. What if you draw a circle around that circle with the siphon language, with the word siphon built into it? After you trap him in there, you finish the siphon circle and you just suck all the juice out. Then we never have to go in there with him.
So a circle within a circle has been done before. It's usually used as a prison. I've read about like a really powerful werewolf being kind of captured inside of a circle within a circle. If you have the materials, like the stronger metals that you use to lay the circle, the better. I know that. We have like silver or gold.
Look around you. This place is loaded with all sorts of silver, gold, and fineness. I'm sure we can make things happen.
Sure. Katie goes to Lady Zodza's jewelry box. She's not going to need this stuff, right? She gave us full run of her apartment, said everything in here could explode.
Yeah, well, and it most certainly will, because if this doesn't work, my plan C is for C4.
Plan C4. Love that plan. So Katie comes back with a lot of jewelry, and she says, do you have like a forge or something like that? Something we could heat this up and melt it down?
Sure we could.
Can we use electricity?
If you got it hot enough, I'm sure.
I got a lot of electricity.
Yeah, okay. Let's get a crucible.
I don't think you need a crucible, so bear with me. You got a bunch of chains and necklaces, right?
Yep.
Just lay them out in a circle.
Yeah, just lay them out in a circle, and then I'll run enough current through them to fuse them.
So arc weld them to the deck.
Okay. Where do we want your circle?
What do you think, guys? We want to fight them here in the open in the living room, or do we want to fight them in the... I think this is the best spot, but I could see an argument for the bedroom as well, since that was originally summoned. But I think this open area here gives us more space.
Yeah, we clear that area right out. Just pitch everything out.
Yep. Well, we'll just set up barricades for us, too, just in case the circle doesn't work.
So here-ish?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I like where this plan is going. So you got a jewelry welded circle in. And then, are you going to do a second one?
Yeah, and the second one is where we put So the first one is just the basic. It's just to hold him in. You
It's
put the will
containment.
in, you hold it in. Yeah, containment. We could probably even write containment in Voimich if you really wanted to. Just really give it a little extra oomph. This one is siphon. We don't finish that one 100%. We leave a link off.
Yep.
I thought you had written siphon so much you were actually writing it around.
Yeah, sure. I know it doesn't look like it because it's scribbly.
It looks scribbly before too.
It did look scribbly before. And if I remember correctly, this one is capture. So do you want to use this word?
Is that the one that says siphon?
That's the one that says capture.
So what if instead of if we siphon the power, it has to go somewhere. It'll just go back to him, right?
I think it'll go to whoever casts it.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is not necessarily a good thing. But what we could do is create a feedback loop. Basically, trap him inside a feedback loop where his power is constantly being ripped away and then slammed back in, and then ripped away and slammed back in, which is kind of a better trap. And it should make it easier to negotiate with him.
If that's what you guys want to do.
Either that or we got to find a vessel to put the power in.
I like that idea better than the feedback loop idea. Alternately, I'd be completely fine with Thomas absorbing all of this guy's power. I don't know how Thomas would feel about that.
I'm not sure Thomas would be able to handle that.
He's a freaking avenging angel. Look at him.
He's still immortal, too.
I just restored that lady to their farmer goodness.
Yeah, no, I didn't say you weren't a powerful mortal, but you're still immortal.
She tried to kiss me, and you pulled her away from me.
Also, so first off, we did you a favor there. But second off, he's right. You might not be immortal after this.
You might not be anything after this, or you'll be something entirely different.
Yeah,
You'll go. You could just go get me off that train again, right? I'll fight my way out.
Make no mistake, Thomas. If you end up on that train, I'm coming for you. But it may not be that simple.
Also, one would think, Thomas, that you are not going to go on that train. You're going to go on a different train that probably has way better security and also a happier ending.
That's also true.
Yeah, and we're probably not going to rob the heaven train.
Yeah, I'd probably feel guilty.
Yeah.
Maybe. I might feel guilty.
It's one thing to throw Nazi, demons off a train into the sandy desert. I don't really want to go pitching angels around just yet.
Yeah.
Holy monks that have been devoted their whole lives. Just chucked off.
I'd roll up to the train and be like, can we negotiate?
If the hellbound train has Nazis on it, what does the heavenbound train have?
Us.
Monks. You guys. Just good you guys that have died a million other times in other dimensions.
Anyway, I like the idea of putting it in a vessel. If Thomas wants to take the risk, I would back him up. Alternately, the thing about if we use capture, it'll hold him here, and the problem is we can't hold him here indefinitely.
Correct.
So we need to end this here, and definitively and quickly.
We could probably split the power more easily send it between
All three of us.
I feel like that's probably safer than one person getting. I mean, you're talking about he's not a god, but he is a sign of one of the primordials.
Katie, Thomas, what do you guys think of that?
He's gonna have a lot of power. Have you guys ever heard of a dark hollow?
Your mic has popped out.
Popped out? How about that?
Yeah, it sounds like a Harley.
There you
There
go.
you go.
Okay. Have you heard of a dark hollow? It's a ritual spell that can kind of make you a god.
Yeah, we've heard of it.
This this sounds like it could be like that. But I wouldn't worry about the C4 blowing this place up. If we do a spell like that here, it will just blow the top off of this building.
We're in
I
the
think we're on the top
we're in the
floor, right?
penthouse.
Yeah, okay. I get you. I don't know if you'll need the C4. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
C4
Makes
is Plan
sense.
C. That's if this doesn't work. All right.
So,
So we
yeah.
can do this then.
Thomas, in the Voynich manuscript, there's this page where it shows who changed it.
Scroll changes it, like the
Oh,
middle
gotcha.
scroll ball. I was trying
Oh,
to
I
make it
see.
bigger.
You can hold Alt. Nope, that doesn't.
It's, you click on it and plus or minus.
Yeah, we can make it bigger like that. All right, so this image shows a person in the center of many, many circles, and they are surrounded by naked women. And these naked women are all named here. And then there's 4 up here at the top, showing some sort of significance over top of everybody. This boy or man in the center has what looks to be like a crossbow. And maybe he's some sort of hunter. It's hard to tell the way that the Voynich manuscript kind of translates things. But this page, it shows a very important ritual where it takes a lot of witches working in conjunction to do what is translated here in the center. And the center text, well, basically this is a story about how this guy came to be. So this boy in the middle had a lot of quote-unquote mothers and came into existence mothered by many, many women. So what you're working with here is definitely not mortal or something of the earth. And it's going to be a little bit tougher than a normal enemy, basically. But I think you guys already knew that. So, you guys get your circles. You guys prepare your spells. And who's going to be in the middle here? Thomas?
Yep.
All right. Do you have the manuscript with you?
I do. I also have
Want
Jack's
all
notes.
3 of us to be in the middle there.
He keeps it under his armor. Also, yeah, I kind of thought we were sharing the load.
Okay.
Who's going to finish the outside circle?
Katie.
Okay. So Katie takes a position here behind this couch, and she's ready to close the circle.
So if we're gonna do it that way, we're gonna need to add circles for each of us, right?
Do you want to?
I
no, you got
didn't think it worked this way. I thought he was the only one in the middle, and then when we close the circle, the person closing the circle, because like if we put Siphon on this
If
one,
we're gonna put anybody, I got this covered. If we're gonna put anybody in the circle, we have to do other stuff.
yeah, I just don't think we should be in the circle. I think I didn't think that was how it was supposed to work.
Yeah, so we would want to be on the outside with circles that would connect to the siphon in order for the siphon to know where to put the power.
That sounds more like what I thought we were doing.
Yeah, that makes sense. I was being a bastard.
I was gonna let you. Thanks, Chris. So
So the
anyway, yeah.
medallion is in the center. And Katie puts some candles around the outside edge. And she prepares for a summoning. Now, you guys have an item belonging to the thing that you're summoning, so that helps a lot. You guys are all mentally prepared to summon this creature. And Katie starts her wizard chant for this ritualistic summoning spell. And she looks over at Thomas and she says, you have to really say what I'm saying, but in the Voynich language, okay? And I think that that's going to help us out through this. So it starts with a sentence much like, oh, you know what? This doesn't work the way that Dresden works. You have to know its name. And don't you say its name 3 times?
I mean, it's not so much the name, although that is important. It's the will and the power behind it. Also, we need some blood.
Well,
Alright, so with some
thankfully we
dream
got plenty of
sand.
blood.
Yep, and the medallion and the will, you guys start this enchantment or incantation. And after about 3 or 4 minutes, there's like a crack of lightning outside. And
You're unplugged again.
Really? Any better?
Yep.
Weird. Alright, so a crack of lightning happens outside, and in the aftermath of the lightning, there is a figure inside the circle. And it's crouched, and he stands up and looks at each of you. And he says, "What's this?"
This would be
Time to close the circle.
yeah.
Katie reaches out and closes the outer circle. And it activates and springs up. Palatably, you guys can feel the power of this outer ring as it springs up, and the man inside starts to scream, "No! No!" And then the circle closes, and he gets hit with this power. It affects his body in some painful, writhing way, and he, distends his muscles and contorts and falls over backwards, and he's racked with pain. And he says, "Wah!"
He says, "What?"
Yeah, that. So, after a little while, all of his power kind of just takes form. It takes like a physical shape. And the shape of this is actually a big fluffy sheep. It's weird how the sheep moves in like a blinking, spasmodic kind of way. But the sheep, it exits his body and stands over the medallion on this side of the circle. And this man just becomes emaciated, just like the other 2 victims that you found. And he stops writhing and lays still on the ground. Katie's like, "Is that it? That was..."
I don't think that's it.
Do we close the circle? I mean, do we cut it?
No. We don't do anything yet. We sit tight. You be quiet, and we focus. We gotta get. I think the power has to come. We have to siphon the power out now.
It seems like it's siphoned. And now
Yeah,
it's going to be whoever breaks the circle gets the power.
So we need to do it at the same time.
If that's your plan.
That's as good a plan as any. Let's do that.
All right, everybody roll. I think just the universe is going to oppose this.
Just the universe. What are we rolling?
What
Focus.
approach do you want to take to break this circle? You want to be smart about it? You want to be forceful about it?
I mean,
What approach would you take as a character?
I want to take intelligence,
That makes sense.
but I could also do focus if I had to.
And just to be clear, Katie's not breaking the circle, right?
She's not supposed to be.
She's not in her own circle designed to do this.
I'd like to use focus.
If
I said on 3. That means 1, 2, 3, go. Right?
I like the countdown. That makes sense. What'd you guys get?
I'll use flare and go with 7.
So we get a 7,
I got a 5.
a 5.
I got a 4, but I'm seriously considering spending a fate token.
Give me a fate token.
Okay. Have this one back. This one from
5,
earlier.
6, 7. Our average is 6.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Well, it's better now.
All right. So, in a flash of crazy white power, you guys break the circle all at the same time, and the sheep in the middle, that is the shape of power, it splits and hits all 3 of you simultaneously. Just a huge blast of like shapeless energy erupts from the sheep and hits you all, and you guys get knocked on your asses while everything around you just explodes outwards. The walls, the glass, everything is just rocketed outside of the Elysium, and you guys are thrown off your feet. The medallion in the center of the room glows red hot as the epicenter of this explosion, and everything around you is just completely obliterated. And that's where we're going to call it.
Sweet.
This massive power boom through New Detroit City. There's power outages and car alarms going off, and this entire top of the skyscraper gone.
It's like Ghostbusters.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, it's going to be so proud.
That's what I was thinking the whole time. It's like Stay Puft Marshmallow Man's totally going to magically appear in the city.
Okay, so for our next game, I want you guys to think of 2 dream world powers that you would each get.
Awesome.
Now, the 2 that you choose, write them down. You're going to end up with one of them. I'm not going to give you both, but I want you to have 2 options, and we're going to pick which one works best for the group.
What's a dream world power?
So it could be manifesting something from dream, like pulling something to you to help you fight, like little dream minions. It could be that you have the power to just snap your fingers and make someone go to sleep. Along that kind of flavor. You know what I mean?
We'll chat more about that.
Yeah. I think being able to walk through people's dreams, that would be fucking crazy. Just be like, yeah, I'm going to wait until you go to sleep, and then I'll go to Japan. I'll just walk through people's dreams until I get there. And translate yourself across the world without going into the never never. You're going in through dreams. Something of that flavor. All right, you guys have fun?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think that was a good episode. You guys threw me getting Zaza back from hell. I hadn't thought about that yet.
I thought we threw you worse with the circle at the end.
Yeah, that one. I mean, my other plan was to have you guys go into Dream and try to figure out who this kid was and all of that stuff. But yeah, summon him.
The actual bad guy, or did we just fuck up?
That's a good question. I guess we'll figure that out too.
So the other one I wanted to know is, would we have failed that roll without that fate point?
One of you would have gotten way more power than the others.
Ah, okay. I'm glad I spent it then.
Yeah. I think it works out.
I was worried about it, like, mortally wounding one of us, or, like, it hit all one person and that person just, like, melts and has to roll a new character or something.
You know, the end of Raiders? Yeah, I had a good time. It was a good game, guys.
Fantastic.
I'll try to figure out what to do next game.
Got superpowers, got to raid a train. I really enjoy that train map.
That's a cool train map. I like that map. I like the car chase map, too.
Yep.
Hopefully we can use that.
You just got to remember that, you know, we are going to try to end those fights as quickly as possible, because we all learned from GTA you don't want an extended car chase.
Yeah. I mean, it's rule number 1 in GTA 2 that you take out the tires.
Absolutely.
Don't let them escape.
You disable that vehicle as quickly and efficiently as possible before the civilians have a chance to panic and kill you.
Absolutely.
Anyway, I'm going to end the stream now. Thanks for stopping by, everybody.
Good times.